Hey, you guys, welcome back to Knotty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Nikki. Bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. Good morning to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I know I did, okay? And if you following me on all my different social media platforms, you'll see what I was up to this weekend, okay? And this past weekend, I went to a tie-dye birthday party, which was different. I thought that was dope. Shout out to Juby Buggin. Happy birthday to you, girl. Thank you so much for inviting me. So today's show, I got an array of trending topics. If it's topics that you guys want to discuss, just let me know. We're just gonna have like an open situation today. I have a few stories saved and we're going to go through it. We got K Slay. DJ K Slay was honored this past weekend. Lauren Hill speaking out about people saying that she's always late to shows and things like that. We're going to get into it. All right. Then we got a few other trending topics. But before we get into today's content, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right. We have a good time over here. And leave comments, share my content on your different social media platforms. All these things help the channel to grow. And last but not least, donations are definitely accepted. All right. We do not work for free over here at the Naughty Love Movement. And it's all for the greater good, to grow the brand, to grow the platform. So I appreciate you all joining me this morning. I'm going to go ahead and drop my intro, and we're going to come back and do roll calls. Say what's up to the people. Here we go. Yes. Also, don't forget to place your orders for your head wraps. We are in full effect. I do have fabrics and things like that. So just reach out to me by DMing on Naughty on my Instagram. DM me on my Instagram and we'll set up a consultation. We'll go through the fabrics and we'll go from there. All right. So I still have them available. And actually, I'm gonna start gearing up for festival season next year so we can get back to vending, because Lord knows I miss that money. Okay. And this is the result of the tie-dye party. This is my hoodie I made. It's a crop top hoodie. I think it came out great. I love the colors. I love the swirl. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all know anything artistic, I'm down for it, because your girl is an artist. All right. Let me say what's up to the people. Good morning, Latoya. Good morning, Jayla. Good morning, James. I appreciate all of you joining me. All right. And to the people in the bushes, just hit that like button. All right. Yesterday we had a bunch of trolls in here, right? Yesterday, James, we had a bunch of trolls in here yesterday trying to show your girl some love. But over here at the Naughty Love Movement, you know what we say to our haters?
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
Thank y'all too. I embrace my haters. I do. It takes too much energy to hate y'all, so I just embrace it. Yes. All right. So feel free to come out to the bushes if you see any trending topics that you love. And to my chat, if you guys have any trending topics that you want to go over, throw them at your girl. We'll get into the sauce. We get into the sauce. Okay. All right, so up first, I want to get into Lauryn Hill. Actually, Jonesy spoke about this on the radio this morning, and she's like, every time we try to give our girl some grace, she come with the foolery. Well, Lauryn Hill is speaking out because a lot of fans was complaining because she is always late to shows and stuff like that. And I know me, a big pet peeve of mine is I can't stand lateness. Don't waste my time. I just don't like it. And, I always do my best to try to be on time, or if I'm not on time, to communicate. Because a lot of people, they don't communicate when they being late. They just leave you hanging. And you like, are they coming? Are they not? And it's just a matter of respect for other people's time, right? So I probably would not buy any tickets to Lauryn Hill at this point, knowing that she's always late. I don't have time, girl. I don't have time, but she's a great artist. She is a great artist. I love her music. I love her one album that she has out, but she is speaking out, you guys. And I have audio. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks.
Yo, y'all lucky I make it on this blood rod stage every night. I don't do it because they let me do it. I do it because I stand here in the name of God, and I do it. God is the one who allows me to do it, who surrounded me with family and community when there was no support, when the album sold so many records, and no one showed up and said, hey, would you like to make another one? So I went around the world and I played the same album over and over and over again. Because we're the survivors. And we're not just the survivors, we're the thrivers. And I say, hey, yeah, she's late. She's late a lot. Yo, y'all lucky I make it on this blood rod stage every night.
Okay, y'all heard her. Y'all lucky I make it on this stage every night. But if it wasn't for your fans, would you even have a stage, child? I'm just saying. I just thought that was a little big-headed ego. Yeah, James. Yeah, let me tell my boys that. Let me. Like she just has no appreciation for the fact that people are showing up for her. I don't know. Lauryn Hill has always been different. Let's just say that. She has always been different. She's always been a little eccentric in her beliefs. I believe she feels a little bitter towards the music industry. The fact that she brought up the second album. Didn't she do a second album or no? She decided not to. She decided to have a family. Am I right? Good morning, Michelle. Okay, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you always. So yeah. I just felt like that was just a little big-headed and no appreciation for the fans. Y'all let me know. I'll play it one more time so y'all can hear it. One more time, and then we're going to get into DJ K Slay.
She's late a lot. Yo, y'all lucky I make it on this blood rod stage every night. I don't do it because they let me do it. I do it because I stand here in the name of God, and I do it. God is the one who allows me to do no support, when the album sold so many records, and no one showed up and said, hey, would you like to make another one?
That's where I gotta stop it. Like, why somebody gotta show up and tell you to make another one? If you want to do it, do it. I mean, you've been rocking off this 1 hour album forever. If you want to do it, do it. Like, I felt the same way, Michelle. I felt she was a little cocky and big headed. Hmm. Exactly. She lucky they came to see her. Period. Because you just got one album, sis. And then you got what you did with the Fugees. Yeah, it's just like, girl, you need to appreciate the fact that people are showing up for you. Because we don't have to be here. We don't have to be here. We don't have to be here. I mean, it was found out like a lot of times her lateness is due to production, but start earlier. There's no excuses. Start earlier, sis. Start earlier. All right, up next, let's get into DJ K Slay because he was honored. Love it. Papoose gave him honors. I thought that was dope. Hey, Swell. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Yeah, so DJ K Slay and shout out to Hip Hop DX. DJ Slay, K Slay honored with new honor, long posthumous track featuring 200 rappers. So that's dope.
Smoking that native green leaf.
We can't play the audio, but he has a long time in the game. He has a long time in the game. And for 50 years of hip hop, I just thought it was dope. Papoose honored him in Times Square. I thought it was dope. Ooh, election day is tomorrow.
Smoking that native.
So they were playing a video in Times Square. Papoose is dope. I like his style. I think him and Remy are quietly separated because she's still wearing her ring. Hmm. So Papoose says DJ K Slay rolling 200 deep featuring Snoop Dogg. It's just mad artists. Even Jim Jones is on it. Here, come on. So I think it was dope. Saw the artist. Tribute to our brother K Slay. The city came out as we celebrate the release of his monumental, groundbreaking single with 200 deep. So it was just mad artist. And I thought this was a great way to honor 50 years of hip hop. Good old boys club. Everybody came out. The good old boys club. But I thought that was dope. I don't think anybody has ever done this. The denim is out. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, denim is in this season. Go out and get your denim. It's all type of fly denim flicks. Mano, iced tea, Tretch. So I thought this was dope, and I think K Slay has contributed a lot to hip hop. So kudos to you, brother. Loving it. What y'all think about it? I don't think anybody has ever done that. A single with that many features on it. Mhm. Good morning, Nequa. Thank you for joining. Shout out to all my members and all my new subs. I appreciate y'all. And my day ones, y'all already know. Okay. Y'all already know. And make sure y'all get out and vote. So much happened this weekend. Did y'all watch Real Housewives of Potomac? The first episode? Let me know what y'all think. I know Karen's speaking up.
The ladies of Potomac are back in.
They are back. Last episode kind of honed in on the way they ended out, which is they try to drag Candace's marriage once again. Yeah, exactly. I just watched it this morning. They tried to drag Candace's marriage once again. As I said, I think I'm gonna boycott this season. It's a whole lot of playing in our face, I feel like. And Giselle with her rent a man. Oh my God, her rent a boyfriend. And like she's a cougar now. Make it make sense. I gotta watch Married to Medicine. I'm gonna watch that today while I'm working. I can't wait to see that. All right, so I'll save Potomac for later because I need my people to watch it because I gotta get your views and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Oh. Shaka Khan was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I thought was dope. Shaka Khan still got it. She's looking good too, and she's like brutally honest. Like she'll tell you, like, you were flat, but her help to honor her. Excuse me, I know that sounds weird. And I thought they did a dope collab, and I wish I could play a brief audio. Hold on, we'll pause and stop it. My comment got away from me. But you know, Shaka been in the game a long time, y'all. Oh, Essence feel like they buying storylines. Yes, I love Shaka. She's a classic. Yeah, Missy got inducted as well. I thought that was dope. Don't know you. I just love that song. I love that song. Yes, and Missy got inducted too. I think I saved that story. But Missy, shout out to Missy. I love Shaka too. She's a classic. She is a classic. And I just love how brutally honest she is. Like I just love how transparent she is on her interviews and things like that. She holds no shorts. Cause guess what? What does she have to lose at this point? Oh, Michelle said, I did see Gizzy and that young boyfriend. And yes, girl, it's just like, it's just giving like I rented a boyfriend for the season. I am. Essence, we've been missing you over here. I've been trying to do the reviews, but you've been elsewhere, girl. I said she out here busy in these YouTube streets. But whenever you ready, we can do a quick review. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Yeah, I was happy for Missy too. Long time coming. Because she does a lot of producing behind the scenes. Let me see. Do I have Missy? 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Looking for Missy. I know I saved the story. I'll just Google it. How's everybody feeling? Hope everybody's doing well. Here we go. Here's the story. You know your girl got the story. So happy for Missy. She deserves it. She's the first rapper inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I thought that was dope. Sorry, guys, it's a little slow about loading up. Hey, Smack to you. How you doing? Yes, it is a great case study about yeah, please check out our video from yesterday when we talked about toxic relationships. It's absolutely well deserved. Missy, and she stays low key, you know, she don't be in a bunch of mess. And she has a lot of hits. Name your favorite Missy Elliott track. I like Hot Boys. I love the Hot Boy remix with everybody on it. Lil Kim, everybody's on the Hot Boy remix. Y'all let me know y'all favorite Missy Elliott track. Like, she's dope. And I'm glad she finally got honored. And Get Your Freak On. That's one of my favorites. Queen Latifah honored her. Missy is one of the greats. Say what you want. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Quiet. Hear him out. Shut your mouth. You can't pick essence from. I love all of Missy stuff for the most part. Ooh, and Nicki Minaj. Nicki played too dirty. Mariah versus Beyonce. I doubt any of those ladies will come off their thrones for Hot Boys for sure. Yep. Hot Boys for Swell Game said Hot Boys. Ooh, Devontae from Jodeci brought Missy out. He's somewhere smiling. I love that her and Shaka were honored, and for her to be the first female hip hop artist, that's dope. That's dope. Hands down, that's dope. That's dope. Oh, Shauna, she said I can't stand the rain. You think Mariah eat up Beyonce? Wow. Yeah, James always got the hidden jewels. That's what I love when he joins us. Ooh, Essence say she liked her with Total. Yeah, I used to love Total too. I used to love me some Total. Well, let me tell you something. These kids are coming out the womb smart, okay? Just on point because they know who feed them. They know who take care of them, okay? But this young man got it figured out. Shout out to the uncut.
Yeah, but Daddy said you could have it. I'm in charge around here. You can have the lollipop. You can have the lollipop. I'm in charge. You gonna choke? Yeah. You're not gonna choke. I'm gonna watch you. No, I don't want it. Why you don't want it? Because my mom said no. I'm in charge of your mommy. I make the rules, not her. You don't want it? My mom said no. Yeah, but daddy said you could have it. No, my mom.
Ain't he cute? He said, my mommy said, no, daddy, you are not in charge. Mommy the one that feed me, bathe me, everything. You won't have me getting in trouble with mommy. You get in trouble with mommy. See? He learned from young. I love it. So cute. He a little whoppy. He said, my mommy said no. My mom said no. He loyal to his mommy. Let me tell you something about Marlo. Say what you want about Marlo Hampton, but her fashions is always on fleek. And I particularly like this look because I love Fendi. I love Fendi. I'll take Fendi over Gucci any day. But I think she slayed this. Okay, let me know what y'all think. I think she slayed. I love Fendi. Those boots are dope. Uh-huh. He know he got his good sense, right, Essence? His swirl game say, you a young Essence. What you know about Total? She do eat. I can't stand her attitude, but she do eat, and I love that Fendi. Oh yeah, that was all genuine. All of them came from under Timberland. Oh yeah, 90s R&B was like the best. Seriously, that's when you actually understood what they were singing about, and like you would move through the music. So Marlo always slays. Yo, Roxanne Shante, speaking of, old school hip hop, she has been out on the gram speaking her mind. Let me know what y'all think, because I love Roxanne Shante. Okay? She out here with the Michael Jackson. It's that move that beat, and we can run again. Yeah, Mary J. Blige, that was the first, what's the 411? That was the first CD I bought myself. I saved my lunch money to get that. I love 90s R&B. I love Roxanne Shante too. I feel like her career revived later on with Netflix dropping her movie and everything. BravoCon is going on right now, you guys. I know Make It Make Sense. He is there. But Roxanne Shante is still out there. Love her. Love to honor my hip hop queens. Look, she started at 15 and now she's 53. Mm, mm. You got it. She was one of the original hip hop lyricists. Nelly and Ashanti going strong. Okay, I think Wedding Bells is coming soon. Y'all let me know. This is his birthday. But I think they so cute together. And I just hope he honor her and do right by her. Essence, I hear you. She said I ain't doing nothing Bravo related. They all liars on there. Look, the Brat was performing, and I thought this was so cute. I love their relationship. Her, Judy, the baby, they're dope. And the Brat performed on the Hip Hop Awards, and This is her with Baby. Look. I thought that was so cute. I thought that was so cute. Like she couldn't be there, but they had full performance in the house. The Brat contributed a lot to hip hop. Don't get it messed up. I love the Brat. Oh, I love Silk too. I love Silk. I love Jagged Edge. I love Drew Hill. H Town. Somebody rocking, knocking the boot. I love all the 90s R&B. One day I want, 112 was dope. One day I want to do a live just where we just play music from the eras we love. I just can't monetize it. So y'all gonna have to support the channel. If y'all want me to do that, you're gonna have to support the channel. I'm tired of people on Ozempic. I have to tell you, it makes people look horrible. I'm sorry, it makes people look like Bibleheads. This is Tarisha Gudici from Housewives of New Jersey. I like her thicker. It's time to put on some. It's time to put the pills down and put on some weight. It's just like I don't like little Oprah, bruh. I like thick Oprah with some weight on it. Boys the Men was dope too. I'm tired of people taking Ozempic. It's time to put the pills down. All right, the next story I want to get into, the author of, y'all remember the movie The Lovely Bones? Well, the author of the book is caught up in a scandal, okay? She apparently was SA'd, so to speak, or R word, one of the two. All right, and she pointed out a man, and he was the wrong person. He was the wrong person. What you don't need no Ozempic, essence. You cute the way you are. You cute the way you are. Ain't nothing wrong with a little fluff, okay? I'm telling you, because I'm embracing my little 40-year-old curves and rolls and stuff. Well, I'm 45, but my curves and rolls and stuff like that, I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it. Love who you are. Brownstone was dope. Yes. So let's check out the story together. Shout out to the Uncut. The Lovely Bones author apologizes for lying on wrongfully convicted man. Okay? I mean, ultimately, he got a settlement, as he should. His name was Anthony Broadwater. He'll receive $5.5 million in settlement for being wrongfully convicted. Do you think this is fair? She could just walk away with this apology? Like,
she issued a public apology to Broadwater in which she acknowledged he had been wrongly accused. I am sorry most of all for the fact that the life you could have led was unjustly robbed from you. And I know that no apology can change what happened to you and never will.
What do you think of that apology?
If it's sincerely from my heart, I can accept it.
okay.
Freshman. Months went by and there was no arrest.
Then, one day, Alice Sebald was walking down this street and she says she came face to face with the man who attacked her.
It was Anthony Broadwater. He was found guilty after Sebald took the stand and identified him as her rapist.
The people that knew me and know my character, they know that wasn't me.
Doubts about his guilt were raised when movie producer Timothy Mucciante started investigating the story as he prepared to make a movie based on Sebald's memoir about the rape called Lucky.
Anyone who reads the transcript of the trial and compares it to her book, there's quite a lot that's omitted that a reader would look at and say, you know, this doesn't add up, just like I did.
Sebald, now 58 years old, had nothing to say as she walked her dog in San Francisco where she lives.
Anything to say to Anthony Broadwater?
But on Freshman, months went by and there was no...
Okay, I think this is just messed up. Like that people can just wrongfully accuse something wrongfully accuse people of something so heinous, they lose out on life, and they just need to walk away with saying an apology. Granted, okay, he's a millionaire now, but that doesn't make up for the time lost. And people looking at you sideways. Certain things you would make accusations on, it just always have a stigma, even if you proven innocent, right? Even if you proven innocent. But the first thing I thought about when I saw this story was the Central Park 5. Same thing happened in that situation. Essence, he needs to, like, I think they should start make it, and that victimizes, it's a double-edged sword, because that victimizes the accuser. But like, if you're not sure, you should not be able to move forward. Like, should they get jail time, like the amount of time that the person lost in their life, should they have to do the same amount of time to make it even and balanced? Is it worth the headache of pursuing charges? I mean, the only thing he can do is go after the state and the prosecution, because they presented the case. They built up the case to present to the jury. So yeah, this was triggering for me, because I just thought about the Central Park 5, like, oh my God. All right, so everybody going in on Keith Lee. All right, he is the TikToker and the commentator. He does all the food reviews, and he put Atlanta restaurants on fire this week. Cardi B even came out and said, like, Atlanta restaurant service is horrible. Well, so many people had something to say, including Chad Ochocinco. But Keith Lee got him all the way together. Okay, so shout out to the Jasmine brand for gathering this footage. But this is what Keith Lee had to say to all the haters, okay?
Qualifications. And let's be honest, I think one of the main reasons of why we're here is because I'm relatable. I'm a customer like everybody else. I pay for my food like everybody else. I don't take anything from these restaurants. No matter how much business comes from any post I make, I don't take any money. If I was to go to school and get all of the qualifications and start talking in big words that not a lot of people understand, would they still come out and wait in 4-hour lines? I don't believe so. I'm a normal person just like you. So again, you are completely entitled to your opinion, and so am I. And my opinion is that you should have done a lot more research before you made this firm stance, especially on a platform like yours. I don't go anywhere and just give my unsolicited opinion. You said I should only give positive reviews. The reason I don't believe that it worked, because it'd be inauthentic. And hypothetically, if I was to be inauthentic and you waited in a 3-hour wait time and you got to the front and the food was trash, who you gonna be mad at? The restaurant owner or me? Those 600 people who waited in line, they're gonna all make videos and say I'm a fraud. Say I lied. And that 4-hour line only gonna be there at one time, because everybody gonna say the food is trash.
Simply just to spite me, not even a restaurant themselves.
But if it's a restaurant where the people really put their time and their effort into, that 4-hour wait time,
Effective.
and to your point, that's without any formal qualifications. And let's be honest, I think one of the main reasons of why we're here is because I'm relatable. I'm a customer like everybody else.
Exactly. He did his job. I think he was fair in his assessment. He didn't try to tear anyone down. He just spoke on his experience. And I think, good job, Keith Lee. Okay, put some pressure on them Atlanta restaurants. Make them step up to the plate, okay? Because they charging God knows how much per plate, all right? Seriously. At least the service better match, period. So Ocho Cinco admits that the TikToker got him together. He said that ninja's wordplay is phenomenal. So let's hear what he gonna say.
Hey, that was a good one. He ate me up buffet style. He got me. That was a good one. Nigga, the wordplay is phenomenal. He should rap. Calm. Yeah, super calm. But you know he crazy. Anybody talk like that and be nice and calm? Yeah, he crazy. Yeah, he crazy. He crazy.
No, you crazy.
That was a nice. Hey, listen, that was a nice little read though. That was a nice little read.
Yeah,
that was a nice little read. I appreciate that. I love you.
He did what he had to do. Somebody said he worked you like a shift. I'm crying.
That's right. Now people just need to leave Keith Lee alone. He's just doing his job. I don't never see nobody coming after what's his name? Kim Kardashian best friend. What do they call him? The food god or whatever. Don't nobody come after him when he do his reviews. He did what's supposed to be done, and I'm glad he exposed them. And Atlanta, y'all better get it together before I come down there, okay? Because I'm a foodie. I like to eat. I love The Rock, and I love how personable he is. Check out what some random mess he did. Here you go.
Hey, you guys know where I can find The Rock? How you guys doing?
I love The Rock.
You guys doing good? Hey. All right. Bye, guys. Bye. Hey. Okay, let's take a picture. Ready? We'll do it like this too. 1, 2, 3. There's the eyebrow. Bye. Mwah. Hey, did he take?
I love The Rock. He's so personable. And Andy do look a mess. He probably tired from raising them kids and all them housewives. Okay, what's this? Yes, I want y'all opinion on this, okay? Because see, look, for those of you who don't know, I grew up in the urban area, like where my younger elementary years. That was like urban, and then my parents, like my mom worked hard. Then we ended up in Bloomfield, but it was very like mixed, like all races, right? And then ultimately, I landed in Glen Ridge, the high school Tom Cruise graduated from. Or whatever, which was like not mixed at all or whatever. So I, throughout my life, I've been exposed to many, many different cultures. So I like music from all different genres. I'm just not closeted like that or whatever. And so I saw this post and I was like, I want to know what my Knotty crew think. Here we go. Everybody got a song like that. Yes, just wanna have fun. Like I love the Fallout Boys. I love their music. It's like they mix like soul with rock. That's how I like them. But everybody got that one song. And I used to love Cyndi Lauper and Madonna back in the day. And Pebbles. And like I just have a wide palette when it comes to music. I'm just not. And that's why I feel like I know the 80s in general. And that's why I feel like I know I could go anywhere and have Toxic by Britney Spears, okay? That's why I know I could go anywhere and have a blast. That's just how I am. That's just how I am. Ooh, we had some throwback pics. Like the In Living Color crew was meeting up with Living Single crew this weekend. Love them. Love that era in sitcoms. Okay. This is the moment that no one gets to see when performers are backstage getting ready to share their light, wisdom, and joy with the audience. These backstage moments are often not glamorized or fancy, but are the times when we get to connect and reflect before being with all the beautiful people out there. I just thought this was a great message from beautiful, beautiful queens, and they all look so great. But I loved every show they were on back in the day. And Living Color created massive stars. Like, come on now. Thank God for the 90s. That's when like the world really had character. James said, I listen to rock and roll. I listen to all forms of music. That was the Black Renaissance. Yes, Essence. Yes, James. We know what. So this was posted by Kim Coles. And thank you so much, Queen, for sharing this with us. Because Some great, great careers came out of that time. Seriously. Look, here's some more comedy hype. Come on. Come on and Live in Color cast. Come on. Come on. Yeah, Kim Phil still look good. Like, I've been watching Kim Phil since Facts of Life, Tootie on a roller skate. Held it down for the Black queens on that show, okay? Black girl at Boynton School. Yes, I think this was the only skit show that could stand up to Saturday Night Live. Come on. Oh, so many one-line Fire Marshal Bill, the Hated It girls, okay? The Jamaican Family with 2-3 Job, okay? Come on, so many skits came out of that. Jim Carrey still credits that show for his start in Hollywood. Yeah, Mad TV was good. Yeah, Hated It. I just love the 90s, like, and what it contributed to the arts. Music, acting, everything. So I figured my Knotty Crew could appreciate that. So if you had to choose out of Saturday Night Live or In Living Color, which would you prefer? So a woman, and while y'all make that choice, I want y'all to hear this story. A woman opens up about her adoption story. And adoption can be either successful, it could go many different ways, you know, and a lot of times the children, once they get older, they want to find out where they come from, right? And so they go on a search. And so I appreciated her for opening up about her story, and let's see what she has to say.
Call me crazy if you want, but I've never liked store-bought pets. Wow, Susie, you're just absolutely crazy. Almost as crazy as that time my biological mom cheated on her husband and got pregnant with me and decided that she wanted to give me up for adoption because she didn't want me. Mind you, she's white, her husband at the time was white, and they had 3 white kids together, and she had cheated on her husband with a black guy. She had family members also that were low-key racist and would not accept me, so she decided that the best thing to do would be give me up for adoption. So even though she knew she wanted to give me up for adoption, she had absolutely no idea how she wanted to go about it. So in the meantime, she decided to join a support group. The first day the support group meets, they decided to meet at a warehouse in Washington, Pennsylvania. And there were like 40 or 50 people there, and the lady orchestrating the meeting was like, okay, who wants to go first? Raise your hand. My biological mom raises her hand to go first, and she said, look, I'm white, I have a white husband, I have 3 white kids, but I cheated on my husband with a black guy, and now I'm pregnant. I want to give the baby up for adoption, but I have no idea how to go about it. She talked about how she was struggling, rambling on, whatever, and then the next person began to talk. So then once everybody's done talking about what's going on in their lives, my birth mother goes to leave. And as she goes to leave, this couple, man and woman, come running after her. And the lady goes, excuse me, miss, I know this is going to sound call me crazy if you want, but I've never liked store-bought pets. Wow, Susie, you're just absolutely crazy. But we have been trying to adopt a baby for years. We're from West Virginia, and we literally drove all the way here today because the psychic that I'm seeing once a week for the past year told me that this is where I was going to find our baby. The second that you shared you're pregnant, you wanted to give your baby up for adoption, I looked at my husband and I was like, oh my God, that's it. We found our baby. My birth mother was in shock and really didn't know what to do, but got their information, got to know them a little bit more. And that couple is my mom and dad. Crazy, but we have been trying. So my bio mom ended up telling her husband at the time the truth, that she cheated on him with a black guy. He obviously wasn't very happy about that, but they said, you know what? We're going to keep this a secret. We're going to pretend that this is our 4th baby because they had 3 other children already. So all of their friends and family thought that my birth mother was pregnant with baby number 4. But then they were like, realistically, what are we going to do when the baby, aka me, was born? And my biological mom was like, I know what I'm going to do. She said, I'm going to tell them that the baby is a stillborn. And so when August 31st, 1996 rolls around and I'm born, she obviously gives me up for adoption to the 2 greatest parents I could ever ask for. And then once my parents took me away, she said that her friends and family sent balloons and flowers and cards and all of these things saying, I'm so sorry for your loss, because she had told them that I had died at birth. And I didn't know any of this until the day before I turned 18. But the absolute craziest part about all of this is that they have no idea to this day that I was born.
That is crazy. That is crazy. The things people will do to cover up their mistakes. The racism. I think that family did her a favor by giving her up. Seriously. I think that family did her a favor by giving her up. Like, because I think she probably would have been more traumatized growing up in a family like that, because clearly there's some racism going on there. Isn't that crazy, Essence? Well, I'm glad she's sharing her story. I spill water. I hope so, but do you think they cared that much? Here, I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to come up and sound off? We have a few minutes, because I gotta get ready to make me some breakfast. I think I'm gonna have a turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. So let me know if you want to sound off about any of the stories, or if you want to talk about the 90s, that's fine too, because that seems to be like what's popping this morning. All right. And Living Color produced greats. I know I'm hungry. I'm about to take y'all in the kitchen with me. Ugh. Hopefully my battery won't go. Hey, Essence. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
How you feeling this morning?
I'm doing good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. I had a decent weekend.
Okay, that extra hour is extra houring.
Girl, I woke up like ting.
Okay. Nice and refreshed.
Exactly.
Oh yes, that it got me a little bit yesterday, but today I was like, ooh, I'm ahead of the curve.
Exactly. I got some good food though. I went food shopping this weekend at Costco's. And for those of you who don't know, because I love the butternut squash soup that Panera makes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Costco sells the Panera butternut squash soup in a double pack. And I had to buy 2. I had to buy 4 of them this weekend.
What do you eat with it? Like a sandwich?
I usually do like a salad, or I'll do pinwheels, which is like a wrap with,
That sounds so good. I'm hungry. I'm intermittent fasting right now, so I'm just trying to wait.
Oh,
until
okay.
11 o'clock, but I'm just like, girl.
I know,
I don't
girl.
want to. No, I was just saying, with that girl, I definitely understand her parents, but I just feel like I hope they did a background check. People are crazy. So, they could have been looking for a vulnerable person and, somebody who was desperate. And I feel like that could put the child in harm's way if they cut corners just to get rid of it or whatever. So she seems okay. So thankfully that didn't happen. But you're not about to come up to me talking about my psychic told me that you would be the one. Sir, I need your full background, your wife's background. I need everything, because no.
I think it was more important for them to cover up their little secret.
That's why I'm saying this. That's why I'm saying it. Like, it is sometimes not in the best interest of the child if things are done quickly, because people are crazy.
Exactly, because her situation could have turned out like human trafficking.
That's what I'm saying.
Or whatever. But it just amazed me that they were more concerned with covering up the secret. The fact that she cheated with a African American man, okay? And they went as far as saying that they had a stillborn. That's disgusting. But I also look at it like, oh my God, well, she had an opportunity to create her own meaning for her life at that point.
And she kept her baby. She didn't unalive her baby.
No, she didn't unalive it. She didn't go the deletion route.
Exactly.
So which tells me her mom had like core beliefs that she stuck to, but she had a human moment and cheated though.
Yeah, true that. True that. I'm hoping. I know she, the daughter can describe it as much as she knows, but I'm hoping her, even though she ended up in a good home, I hope that more parents take the time out to find the child like decent people, because there are a lot of horror stories with adoptions, man. Especially when you desperate to get rid of the baby or whatever. Like, so that was just a red flag for me. You're not about to tell me your psychic told you. Mm-mm. I need
That's
a
just
little more.
weird. That's just weird.
But I'm happy
What
for
the heck
her.
is who is this? Hold on 1 second, guys. Hi. Yeah. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. They
But
grinding
yeah.
the stump up from that dead tree they took.
Aw. But yeah, girl, Basketball Wives has been so good. Ah, love it.
I gotta do this week's episode.
Yeah, me too. I watched last week's episode. I did not watch LA. Is it LA? The one with the OGs. I didn't watch that one because I'm just so invested in Orlando. Oh my goodness, it's so interesting. I'm not watching Potomac.
Yeah, Potomac is a bunch of lies. Guys, I might click. I'm moving my car. I'm taking you with me. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not watching Potomac.
But yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I just feel like Robin. For me, Potomac is the definition of like everything wrong with Black society at its core, as far as like colorism, like self hate. And I just feel like that show is perpetuating something.
You're welcome. All right, we're back.
I was saying I'm boycotting Potomac.
You boycotting Potomac?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on live, ma. You boycotting Potomac?
I am.
I'm not. You want to know why? Because I'm going to drag the Green Eye Bandits all season for this plot station they did on Candace's marriage, planting that whole mistress.
But you know what? Who don't feel bad for themselves? Like, what I look like? You don't.
I'm just tired of the fake storylines, and I just really think her young boyfriend is a rent a boyfriend for the season.
I need for the Black women, the darker skinned Black women on the show, to stop being pick niches, and then maybe I'll tune in. Okay.
Ooh.
Because I'm holding them accountable. I'm not even thinking about Giselle and Robin. I'm thinking about Candace and her pick Misha behind, and Wendy, who is somewhat kind of sort of like defiant, but like not really. Like y'all, there should be no. Once you come from my husband, there ain't no kumbaya in us. Period. Like, what are y'all doing?
Period.
Karen, the only one who's still staying 10 toes, and I don't got time for that.
Well, that's how this season opened up with Candace, Karen, and Wendy feeling like they said they felt duped. They felt like they did all that drama last season to deflect so they wouldn't have to tell their true stories.
Okay, but
meantime, you got Robin's husband running around getting caught at nail salons and paying for hotel rooms for randoms. Like, it just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, but outside of that, Candace at the end of last season had a whole entire kumbaya moment with Robin after they did all of that with her husband and Giselle. Like, what do you do? Like, you're a bad representation of darker skinned women who face the attacks of lighter skinned women or whatever, or
I see what you're saying.
Like, I'm looking sideways at Candace. Like, how dare you feel like you could have a whole season of your husband being accused of doing this and that and this and that and Happy Eddie and all of that, and then at the end of the season y'all want to go to one big party and you want to hug and make up. Like, you're a pick me, Candace. You're a pick me. You're gonna stay a pick me, and I don't feel bad for you, and I hope they drag you again. I hope you get an everlasting. I hope she get dragged.
They tried by planning. They tried by planning a fake mistress. Hey, Human Road.
Everything she get, because you laid out with dogs, you're gonna end up with fleas.
Hey, Miss Vaughn. Oh, Essence, you know I got attacked by trolls yesterday on my live.
You did?
Yeah, in the morning.
What happened?
Was here.
What
they
happened?
just started trolling me real bad, and I think it's as a result of me being on one with Teddy, and
oh my god,
because I support her and stuff like that.
Wait.
They flooded my chat yesterday.
Just like random accounts.
Random accounts saying random stuff that doesn't even make sense. Look, James was there. He said that was crazy.
And that's how you know
random stuff.
Yep, that's how you know these people are literally crazy.
And hear her, she was like, you know, because you associated with me, that comes with trolls. I said, girl, I don't care. They could troll on. I'm gonna support who I want to support.
Exactly. And my thing is like, how, for the person who's behind it, how like mentally insane are you to just look for different people who have their own right to do whatever they want and harass them? Like, you're literally a sick person. You deserve a straight jacket, and you will eventually end up in one. I believe that you're sick. That person's sick. Whoever's doing that is a sick person. Okay, because you don't know.
Look, James counted. It was 10 people.
That you know who it was, and we know how they do. And and that's why I have not started my YouTube channel, because I don't have time for this.
I ain't scared, girl. Child, they gonna be mad if they dox me.
But I just don't. It's not my time right now. It's not my time right now, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that. It's not my time. I think that for sure the end is near for these people. And you didn't even say anything, you know, you just was like, you think that Jag is a liar. You didn't even really give any opinions. Like,
I just see people for who they are at the end of the day. And I didn't start my platform with any of these people. I did it all on my own. I built my own ish, and people are just going to respect me just on that note alone. So it is. It makes you feel good to troll me and stuff like that. I mean, that's what the block feature is for, because I'm just going to pay you dust.
And my thing is, like, they have no content. They have no content, and they want you to talk about what happened to you so they could, you know, it's just a very nasty pattern. And my thing is, like, you're proving the fact that we are on the right path, because what are the odds that they would attack you? Like,
I know, because I don't talk about any of that stuff too much on my channel. You know what I mean? Like,
come on,
I don't oversaturate my channel with that nonsense. I just think it's bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Like, they just mad. Like, that's what
whatever.
Saying. That person is crazy. Like, crazy as like the Joker is crazy. Like really like demented and like evil villain kind of crazy. Like, I'm telling you. And she gonna get locked up.
Exactly.
She gonna get locked up. I know.
And I'm just tired of these keyboard gangsters. Like, are you kidding me? Y'all taking it so serious. Like,
I did not know that happened to you, and that's weird. Like, that's so random. Like, what? Like, Knotty?
I know, because I support who I want to support. Period.
And you didn't even say much. You didn't even really say like, oh, da 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 da. Like, you really didn't say anything. So why? Like, you know, it must have been. I'm telling you. Let's just say a certain conversation that was had the other day must have really ruffled some feathers. Okay, and I know exactly which conversation it was.
And sometimes what's done in the dark will come to light. And if you out here doing dirt, eventually it's gonna catch up to you. That has nothing to do with me.
You had said the other day that you was on somebody's panel and they got like kind of weird. Who was it?
Yeah.
Or put it in the back chat.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll
I
put
was
it
like,
back.
oh my god, I wonder who it was. And if they connected in some kind of way. Because people getting paid off.
Could be because they just came out of nowhere, like that switch or whatever.
People getting
So
paid off, you know, so
yeah, I heard.
they getting paid off.
And I just think it's just purely based on who I choose to associate with. Period.
But I feel like you support a lot of different people.
I do. I always been that way. I've been consistent with that, and
So
I don't know. Maybe they mad because I don't come over and support them, but maybe I don't do that because I have my own reasons. Like I know where I want my brand to go.
Mm-hmm. And there, and to be fair, it could be someone else. It doesn't have to be that person. It could be somebody else who was also in their feelings. So who knows who it was?
Oh yeah, people are very sensitive on YouTube. How come my chat? Oh, here we go. Comment.
I ain't got time for people.
I don't, but yeah, they tried to flood my little chat or whatever, and I'm just like, girl. Oh, here we go. But even this incident that happened the other day, I didn't entertain it too much. Like, okay, I see where this is going. Cause you don't have to come off your throne for peasants, okay?
Period. No, I don't know.
Nobody. I put it in the back chat.
That's all. That's crazy. I don't know. It's just I just can't. It's just I pray that somebody somebody snitch. That's the only word for it. I hope somebody snitch. That's what I want. I want somebody who feel like they need to get out and tell.
I'm just saying, especially when it comes to the doxing. The first thing that comes to mind is what are you hiding? Why you feel the need to dox everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody need to dox her back, like real good. But that's why her identity stayed so incognito.
That girl going to as soon as she get found out, she's going to jail. So her best bet is to try to ride this out until the wheels fall off. Because Teddy not playing with her. She's definitely
And
going
then
to jail.
she caused so many problems. Like sending wellness check, to me, that is a waste of resources. Like somebody that really needed that call.
That's what I'm saying. That's a crime. Like once they find out who is behind specific YouTube pages, those people are going to jail because you are utilizing police time for like frivolous reasons. That's one
Roxy.
crime. That's one crime of many.
That's crazy.
That's one crime of many. Let's just say that one.
I mean, isn't it just easier to get a job?
That person is not well. They're not well. They're not well. And if you, I don't know if you were in the chat yesterday when Teddy played that video from 2021. The people like us, but back then, they made those actions seem like they were okay, you know, like they were justifiable. Like, they should never mess with her. They leave her alone, and so the person gets emboldened and thirsty with power, and they continue to do it, and they feel untouchable. And especially if your marbles ain't all the way up there, that's gonna make you feel like you're untouchable. You're gonna keep going and 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 going until you eventually get caught.
See, and I think that's because people be fanning out on this YouTube free app and treating these people like they A-list celebrities. Like that is called idolatry, people. Like, have your own mind. Like, I support people who support me, number one, and who have an objective point of view that I can learn from, period. Like, that's what I like to surround myself with. I don't like
I
no
don't know.
followers. I like people who could think on their own. Hey, Roxy Verse. I like people who could think on their own, and I can't stand panels because, like, whoever is running the panel may have a certain point of view or be a fan. As soon as you go against that, it's just like, oh, you said that, or everybody's attacking you. Like,
Right. Exactly.
I
And
have a
then
right
it's
to.
like it's a groupthink behavior, and then it's like the people. That's why Hear Her didn't really last back in the day, because she was like, I don't care what y'all trying to brainwash the masses to think. I see what's going on. Like y'all not about to tell me X is Y and Y is X. Like no, I'm not. No, sorry.
And it's also that they could drive the subscribers to certain areas so that they can gain all the super chats and the cash apps and things like that. And it's like, girl, get a job.
A whole entire job with benefits. Get one.
Seriously.
Like, and I'm not knocking full-time YouTubers, because I'm sure they have
I'm
things
not either.
I'm sure they have like things that supplement them, that we know nothing about. But when your entire, for example, OKP, when that is literally all you have to survive, and it pushed you to do something strange for a piece of change, you need to hit up the nearest Family Dollar, honestly.
But even he has his own, at least he has his
Oh,
barber's
you're right. He
license,
does.
and he has his products and stuff like that. So I don't think YouTube is his main source. I
That's
just
true.
think he kind of maximize it off of it. I ain't even mad at the hustle. You know what I mean?
But the way
People
he be
support it.
acting, you would think that's all he got.
He
He don't
like,
give me. No,
he
he don't.
like, we gotta meet our quota. We gotta meet our quota. We gotta meet our quota.
It give me that's my rent money, and if I don't make it shake, I might be on the street. That's what it give me. It don't give me relaxed. It doesn't give me like relaxed, and if y'all come, y'all come. If y'all like, Hear Her, like she doesn't give me like frantic vibes. Like I gotta make this money this kind of way. Like she don't give me that type of vibe, even though she is a full-time YouTuber. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like some of these people, their outlook on life is not where it needs to be, because they really, really feel like this is their bread and butter. And this ain't nobody bread and butter. They're demonetizing. They're demonetizing everywhere, not even just YouTube. Like Spotify is demonetizing, Facebook already demonetized. Like they're demonetizing all of these different platforms. And if you're not in the top like 1% of content creators, you risk the chance of losing your livelihood in a day, especially if YouTube feels like your content is not like educational or helpful to the masses. They could just be like, well, bye. People need to be, I'm telling you, they be careful.
You got to be careful, but at the end of the day, like greed is a major thing, and attention is the new currency. And a lot of times, what I'm noticing, content creators, they focus on certain subjects because that's just what brings in the money, not necessarily that they care. You understand? Because they don't know these people from a can of paint.
Well, I think the problem with that is that, and I'm different. I'm a little different, and I accept that about me. But you have to be like an analyst as well. You need to know what's going on in the marketplaces around you. When I say marketplaces, I mean like the YouTube streets. What topics are being sent to the bottom, and what topics are being sent to the top? And if you take a look around, all of the like conscious woke pages are being demonetized. A lot of the like T pages are getting like pennies on the dollar as far as like how much you can make. It's a lot of like, there's like a really big shift going on in YouTube, and the people who make their bread and butter being messy, they need to be careful.
Well, and that's why like I use YouTube for different purposes, to grow my brand, to grow my businesses. and stuff like that. That's all it is for me. It's not a whole, like, although I appreciate everyone who supports me and stuff like that, that's not my bread and butter.
At all.
Period. It'll never be my only bread and butter. I'm gonna always have multiple streams of income or whatever. So I just think I'm just in it for different reasons. Period.
And I feel like that's smart. I feel like if you're gonna be like a YouTuber and you're gonna talk about like culture and stuff, I feel like it's best to have like something else to supplement you, because the way YouTube is going about right now, they're like punishing a lot of channels that are focused on that. And then they might not demonetize you, but you're not making the money that like a lawyer that is covering cases is gonna make. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you gonna imagine how much more desperate and evil they'll become when the money shrinks even more so, and they're like, oh, you know, this cash apps and super chats,
That's
but
crazy.
the economy, people don't have time. I personally, I don't have time to be. I can't. I had said to a content creator before, like, everybody can't donate every live, like.
Exactly. Nor do I expect for everybody, because I know how I am.
Some people do. Some people have a whole entire fit. They'll throw a whole entire fit, like, oh, y'all not supporting me. I haven't got any cash apps, super chats. I haven't got nothing. And it's just like, yo, like, not for nothing. I don't want to feel obligated to send anything every single time just because I appreciate your content.
You shouldn't have to feel obligated. I don't feel obligated. I got a set budget and I got set creators that I make sure I support and donate to every month.
Right.
But if I don't have it, I don't feel bad.
Exactly.
Like, because this other way is free ways I could support. I could support by hitting the like button. I could share your content. Like, there's other ways to support.
And I don't know. I'm really sorry that happened to you, Knotty. And I'm actually very, very surprised. Like, that just.
I was surprised too, because I'm a small fish in the sea. Okay, like
it just makes the connection so much more obvious. You know,
I know.
it just makes it so much more obvious. Like, come, really?
Hey, Fifi. Oh no, my comments yesterday was flooded with trolls. It's because of who I guess that was supposed to be like a scare tactic or something, but they don't like the people that I'm talking to. And you know, last time I checked, I'm so grown and I pay my own bills and I could talk and support whoever I want. And there's a lot of people I could contribute. I can give accolades to for helping me get where I am. First of all, I built my channel myself. I figured all of this out myself. I didn't start getting on the YouTube streets till I was close to 1,000 subs, you know, and even still, I wasn't out loud about it. Like, oh, come to my channel and this and that. I kept it to myself, you know. But Perry figured it out, and I used to be hanging out over there at Perry's channel. And I started on Perry's channel when he only had a couple people up, and then it just grew from there. Or whatever, and he just kind of threw it out there. So I thought that was him throwing me a bone, but I really went over there just to have a good time. Like, I like the conversation and cackling and stuff like that. Hear her, she, you know, always lets us come up on her panel. Gray Hair Diva, Larger Curry, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. All these people, I have a healthy network of YouTube family that supports me, so I don't need the drama from the Jaguar sector.
Period.
Y'all got it. Because you know what? Jaguars are nobody to me. She ain't nobody. I don't believe nothing she say. And she washed up and she got her second wind at fame on YouTube.
You know what's so funny? Now that I really did digest. I watched those lives back, the live that you were on and the live before that too, when all the mess happened. And you're right, and hear her saying it's true. Like, where did she come from? Exactly. Like, she's a plant. She's basically a plant, like a whole plant. We don't know where you came from. You might have been in the industry, but your resurgent is very, very suspicious. And I think, and that's what I'm saying. I really feel like there's a whole bigger picture that no one is going to be able to imagine until it's all brought to light. And for you to be harassed yesterday is like, really, you guys, like, you shouldn't have done that, because that's just like obvious.
I'ma still do what I want to do, like, cause I'm grown. Like, are you kidding me? I don't answer to none of y'all.
Okay.
I don't answer to none of y'all, nor am I scared. So it is what it is. Send the
And I feel
trolls, but make sure they some good trolls that got some money, okay?
Period. Please do.
Like, that's it. Like, at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't scare me. Internet gangsters do not scare me. I live a real whole life. I have a whole life. I have a life outside of YouTube, and I actually think my life is pretty great. That's why I decided to share it with the world. And
Yes,
people
and I like it
always
too.
like, "Oh, you're always out. Oh, you're always in my life, though."
That's what we supposed to do, is it not? We not in the pandemic no more. We supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these people, YouTube is what they do, day and night, night and day, day
And
and
I'm gonna
night, night.
support whoever I want, when I want, how I want. Period. And I'm not going around here. Oh, I'm subscribed to this. I'm subscribed to that, or whatever. I try to support back and promote other content creators, and that's that.
I just don't feel comfortable. I feel like it's not my time, and what I want to cover, I don't want even nobody, like not nobody, like as far as like people who have grown to who have warmly welcomed. For example, Swirl, like not people like that, like people who are like regulars and hear hers chat and Teddy's chat. I would love for them to subscribe to my channel, even though it's like going to be way different. But I just don't want nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like the toxic portion of it to even have any interest in me. Like I don't even want that in my YouTube space. You know?
And the key is to just not entertain it. Address it in the moment and don't entertain. It's room for everybody on here. Do your thing, and don't let anybody hold you back from it. Because
It's
there ain't
not my
nobody
time.
hold them back.
It's not
You'll
my
know when
time.
it's your time.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not my time right now. And even if like I'm just not here for it. I'm not here for it because I think the OGs will handle it. Like when I say OGs, I mean Teddy, and I feel like her is a good supporter for Teddy. The truth is coming out slowly but surely, and I feel like if Teddy don't solve the case first, I really feel like YouTube is gonna step in because this amount of like outrageous activity on this app is like YouTube gonna end up with a case maybe because what are y'all doing to protect people? Because when the white people look, girl, I be all over the YouTube streets. When the white people get to doxing and the white people get to exposing each other at the bigger channels, YouTube steps in and they do something about it.
But you think they act different? Well, I always felt like YouTube acted different towards Black content creators.
I don't even think it's a black and white thing. I think it's more so about channel size.
Oh,
it's about visibility. It's because, for example, there's a YouTuber named Swoop. Swoop is a big YouTuber, and I don't know if you know, but the lady Colleen Ballinger. She's a white lady, and she used to have this character or whatever. She had like the big nasty red lips. Anyway, it was a big thing on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Like I like to be, I like to know what's going on in the YouTube streets. Anyway, come to find out, she was like a low key, like a predator. And it was like a huge deal because she was a huge YouTuber. I mean, she was so big, she got her own Netflix show. She basically Tasha Cade. She went from YouTube to being like a B-list celebrity. But it turned out that she was like a predator, and this YouTuber did like a whole expose on it or whatever. The thing is, when people start retaliating because you're saying too much or you're exposing their truth, YouTube will step in those cases. Like, they'll demonetize your channel. They'll take your channel. They'll, they'll do something about it. But because this is like a small subsector of YouTube, I feel like they're not doing anything about it. But it's not fair. It's definitely not fair. It's not fair at all. Because when the white people was white people and y'all was right there. So.
It's crazy.
Let me get off my soapbox. No, I'm so serious. YouTube really needs to do better when it comes to this. What's going on? Like, for real. Like, this is not fair. And they know, because Teddy has been, she has been telling them what's going on. She's been telling them for months and months and months, like, hey, like, my avatar was stolen. Like, she just been telling them what's going on, and they don't care.
And they create all these false accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, even the whole thing with the Teddy literally has a recording of this girl saying that when I struck your channel and you counter struck me, I submitted a fake address, I submitted a fake email, and I submitted a fake number, and who gonna check me? Like, YouTube's supposed to check you, because that's not their policy.
And I mean, to me, all they could do is troll me, because I don't review any of their content.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, really, that's still harassing, though. You're still being harassed either way.
And
anonymous pages, YouTube is.
That's all. It's all good. I'm a big girl.
Okay, period. They girl bye.
Look, Handy B said, I had to come out the bushes when you were troll, like that. I saw your energy changing, just some bored, no life having MFers smiling in my head. That's all it is. That's all it is. But you know what? My Knotty crew rock with me hard, so I'm not worried about it. They can come up in here all they want to. My moderators, they'll take care of them. Like I said, I'm not scared of no keyboard gangster.
No, but it's not even that you gotta be scared of them. You shouldn't even have to deal with that.
You shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to, but unfortunately, it's people that are immature and petty out here.
You can't trust nobody.
Nothing.
Cannot trust them.
And they start trolling because hair hubby over here.
I think they didn't like the conversation you was a part of. That's what I think.
So big. I got a right to my opinion. What you want, bully me? You want to bully me to change my mind? Boy, oh God.
You didn't even say much. You didn't even say much. That's the part that gets me.
Yeah, they were saying they were 10 and 12 though.
What you mean?
They were saying they were kids.
Somebody, I had put a reel up on my channel. I mean a short. And somebody commented on it and trolled me a little bit. And I'm just like, and I picked them right on up. I did. I was like, they was like, because I had went to the spa. And I did like a little short of me going to the spa, and they were like, "Oh, it looks lonely." And I was like, "Well, I wish more YouTubers had PTO so that they could take a mental health day."
Seriously, look, Fifi said they act like they low key fans, right?
Yeah.
Because Fifi, I just be living my life. I don't be bothering nobody for real.
And they mad that they.
And I don't try to drag nobody, even with dealing with 007 or whatever. I in the beginning I rooted for him. I wanted him to win, but then I seen the back and forth, and it's just like I'm getting off this emotional roller coaster. I'm good.
Yep, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, how many times you gonna let a person show you who they are before you just be like, all right, bye.
Exactly.
And my thing is, I don't mind him, but I know that he is very like up and down, hot and cold. And even though I don't mind him and I understand him, I still wouldn't put myself in a place to experience the cold half of him. You gotta know to leave people alone and not speak, like engage with them. So that's just where I am with it. I do support you, but you show me who you are several times, and I'm not gonna forget it.
Sorry. Exactly. And it's just like, I don't care, you know, that you feel some sort of way, but I spoke to you adult about how I felt. I didn't go on different panels bashing you and this now. I go straight to the horse's mouth. Okay, that's what we do. We pull up. All right, because Because I really am a firm believer. If it's not said to my face, it's not said. Period. So say what you want about me behind my back. I don't care. I'm not going to give it no energy.
And it's sad though. I really think that YouTube is really about to start. YouTube really about to start doing what they got to do, because there's a lot of different subsectors in YouTube. There's the scam sectors. There's the beauty community. There's like the law community. There's the tea sector. But in every single, little by little, every different subsector of YouTube is experiencing doxing, harassing, anonymous channels, and eventually they're gonna have to stop it.
Exactly. Look, Fifi said, sis, when you get them lemon pepper wings, I be jelly. Okay, I be taking my people places for real.
Yes.
Look, Handy said she ain't been to the wing. I went to the wingman last weekend with my cousin. She came in from Philly before Powerhouse. We went to the wingman. But he slowed down this season. Like, he only be open like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, we gonna go on the trip this weekend since y'all missed the wingman, because he got some good shrimp too. Them colossal shrimp.
Yes, you making me want some like. I love sauce, particularly barbecue sauce, honey barbecue.
He got a good red mambo sauce that he used on his wings.
Yes, you making me want to go get something toast and some sauce.
I was live, Handy, on Instagram. That's why you gotta follow me on my social media, because I was live. Because it was a whole because he across from the motorcycle club, so they had a whole trunk or treat thing going for the kids. I thought it was cute. But I always try to take my people places with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just me doing content. Like, when I go different places, I take y'all along. You know, I did the tie-dye birthday party. That was so dope. That was one of my subscribers, Juby Buggin. It was her birthday, and that was fun. And here's the results. Yes.
Handy, you know what's so funny? God is good, because why did I just chef up a whole entire nicely created oatmeal with fruits in it and everything, and I was about to dig right on in. I was literally about to put this spoon in my mouth when your message pop up. Let me wait. Oh, I was about to put that.
You only got.
My God.
About 40 minutes.
I'm hungry.
I know. So you eat at 11? Then when's the next time you eat?
Oh, I'm gonna just keep on going, and intermittent fasting. Once you can eat whenever you want during your window. I'm working right now, so I'll probably make lunch around 2:00. I'll probably make lunch around 2:00 or something. I don't know, but I'm looking at this. Let me put some back. Hold on. No, I'm not. Anyway, I made a nice oatmeal. It got blueberries and strawberries in it, honey.
Yeah, I like my oatmeal with fruit.
I put some oat milk in it to make it like creamy. And I was about to dig in. Oof. I was about to dig in. I'm hungry. What did I even eat? Oh, I had crabs last night. I had some crab legs.
Ooh, crab legs. I want to get it's a Caribbean spot by me called Dev's, and they have curry crab legs. I think I'm gonna get some this week.
Oh, see now, yeah. So, girl, and where I live, it's a very big restaurant town. Like, it's a lot of restaurants, and I really want to do not food reviews, but like kind of like just go to different places and just like vlog. Like, I'm a vlogger. That's what I do. Like, I like to vlog.
I like to vlog too. And since I go, I be everywhere.
I know.
Wherever I go party at. Oh,
I like your channel.
Like, you always out. Well, I just like having experiences. You only live once. You know what I'm saying? I'm just living my life and I'm just sharing it.
Yep. And I like it. It's nice and it's refreshing. I don't trust nobody who don't never go outside on their YouTube channel.
Weird. Like, it's weird.
And I know some people I don't know. Some people that's not their channel, but that's not like the category their channel falls in. But at least we know. You might hear them say like, "Oh, like I'm going to the store," or "I just went shopping," or "I just went." If you don't never talk about things that you're doing in your day-to-day life, that's a red flag.
And I'm not scared to show my life. I'm just not. I know it's things that I need to be cautious of out here and things like that. And trust me. Trust me.
Run up, get done up.
You may think I'm by myself, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not.
Run up and get done up for real.
But and because of like a lot of my friends and stuff know that I vlog, they invite me to a lot of events because they want me to put their business out there, you know. So, and it's gotten me some great things. Like I was just in a music video produced by Tretch from Naughty by Nature. That was dope.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? That was dope. And Tretch, not Tretch, KG. Ooh, Tretch wasn't there. Only KG and Vinny came. But
your makeup was on fleek.
Thank you. Eh? My daughter did it. Yeah. No, my daughter's blowing up on TikTok right now with her makeup tutorials and things like that. And she's gonna start doing nails and things. Like I raised my kids to be entrepreneurs. You don't sit around and wait for nobody. It's money to be made out here. Period. So my youngest daughter always had that hustler spirit like me.
She did a great job. Your makeup looked amazing.
So, and she's getting better and better. And I'm gonna put my baby out there because she's gonna be something great one day. Y'all be like, oh my God, that's little Knotty. Look for Bree Lavish, okay? Thank you so much, Ms. Vaughn. And so, like, I want to be able to share experiences like that. That's what I'm saying. It's so much to talk about in this world, and it's so much to do. The last thing I'm gonna do is be stuck on a sector in YouTube. Like, honey, you got it. You got it. Because guess what? Jag ain't that interesting to me. I think
and you know what, too? Oh, God.
No, I feel like she weaponizes her mental health. Every story ends up the same place in an SA, R-word situation. Like every single person that comes in contact with you has a SA story. Like it's weird.
Yeah, and I started to feel like I want to distance myself from even just even being in the know. Not even Jaguar, because I now that, like I said, I've really like.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Essence. Hi, Naughty Love.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, Roxy Verse? Thanks for joining.
This is my hangout spot. You know, I can't go nowhere. this is why I come to hang out. Is a YouTube.
Oh no, you good.
But I don't do the panels, so only like, yeah. I'm definitely.
That's why I appreciate you joining. What are your thoughts?
Oh, girl. Girl. I have a lot, but
there's so much going on. Hey, Shay.
Yeah, you can continue, Essence, what you were saying.
I just need to change my I've been actively because I feel like you form a habit and it's hard to break it. When certain people go live, you can't wait to support or whatever. But I feel like it's time for me to kind of feed my brain with different things. And I've been actively working on that, you know. I've been actively working on it. That's all I was gonna say. Like I just need to expand. I need to expand what I'm intaking every day. You know, working from home, it's easy to sit in front of a TV and watch your favorite creators, but day after day after day, you realize like either A, it's repetitive, B, it makes you sad, or C, you get too invested. And I'm trying to keep myself from doing that because at the end of the day, we don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
I agree. I agree with that.
Well, I'm all for the support of the cause. Like, you want to be a vlogger? Go be a vlogger. Like,
yes,
there's so much more out here besides like these unhealthy sectors that are created because they're
Yes, I
led by
agree.
miserable people, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree. Like attracts like.
Hey, Miss Brenda. It's only but so much I could talk about Jaguars. Seriously, it's only but so much I could talk about Krishan Rock. The stuff becomes
Right, it's
toxic after
true.
a while, and I have to check myself. Like, am I more vested in this girl than she vested in herself? Like, no.
But I like it. I feel like you're and I feel like you already know your business, like your model of your YouTube. Your YouTube model is a lot different, and I peeped it and I like it. I like the way you source your content and the way you present it. Like it's different. A lot of people on that I follow, a lot of people aren't doing that. Like they might pick a topic, discuss the topic, but you kind of like have a different way of doing it, and I like that.
I
I just
agree,
like
Felicia.
variety. I say like, why put myself in a box, right?
Right,
That's only going to
exactly.
stunt my growth.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
so no matter
Nobody
what
cares about
happens,
that.
I have a direction I could go into.
Period. And even if like and that's another thing, even if YouTube does start like let's say you usually make like $20 a video like with culture news. Let's say it gets shrunk down to like 7. You still have your vlogging part of your channel. You still have the whole lifestyle part of your channel that people can tune into and interact with. So you're not just like one dimensional. You have other things, and that's what's wrong with a lot of these YouTubers. They haven't diversified their channels. Like they just, you know.
Stick to one thing, because
Mhm.
eventually I want my channel to turn into like a travel vlog where I'm taking vacations and taking you guys with me,
Oh,
you know.
nice.
So that's
Mhm.
the ultimate goal, and hopefully, like, you know, because I have a lot of subs that are abroad, you know, and arranging like meet and greets and stuff like that where we can all hang out and really like get personal or whatever, get to know one another. I
And
think that's more fun than
yeah.
Let me tell y'all
go ahead.
how. So, you guys are new to me. You've never heard of me before, but I had a page almost 10K. I ended up deleting that page, right? But let me tell you how. So my channel, and I just sorry, I have 2 blood clots in my lungs, Essence, so that's why. If I'm out of breath, that's why I sound like this. Um,
All right, take your
so
time, Queen. You fine.
Yes.
thanks. Ooh, I just moved around on my bed. That's all I did, and I'm out of breath. So
Yeah.
I had my channel was just a vlogging channel, story times. What else? I'm an actress in New York, so I did a lot of vlogging. I'm mostly vlogging and story time. Now I'm talking about my almost 10K, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to see how it all started. Because people, you could be like I said, I don't do beef, I don't do the drama, but people will still find a way to harass you. So I think the first thing was Nosy Ho. I don't know if you have heard of her. I mean, that was a
Mm-hmm.
dumb question. And I have reacted to her a video about that girl who was in Costco's or whatever. You would think I went on live, I went on and I was cursing her out. No, like she had her people come. Hey Jinx. Had her people come and just she created this hit list and
Wow.
do y'all remember that?
Mm-mm.
You remember me? Oh, hey. You used to
Mm-hmm.
watch me. Yeah, I it was yeah. Yeah, I still have I have a different channel now. And now I'm documenting my pulmonary embolism journey.
Nice.
Okay,
So
you could leave the link in the chat. We'll all
oh
sub
thank
to
you,
it.
Naughty Love. You're
Mm-hmm.
sweet. So right, so then that started with that. I'm like, I was just doing my commentary. And you guys are talking about, they were reporting people, mass reporting people.
I can't.
And God, let me tell you how good God is. They tried to do that with my page. This was the page I deleted. but they spelled my name wrong. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So right, so then that all started, and then I obviously I'm gonna say do my commentary on that, and then another thing that happened. Oh yeah, girl, Akor, yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like I'm very honest, I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not afraid to be angry. Like I'm born and raised in New York City. I'm as real, 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 real. So, anyway, so then the other thing that happened to me was I did a reaction because when All About the Trees, Hear Her TV came out. Oh, let me talk about that. When they first came out, like they first started their page, I gave everybody a try, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
would see, how you see people that pop up on your feed and stuff. So I would go to, I think I started with Hear Her TV. I said, okay, I would be active in her chat and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then All About the Trees. I don't know. That's how I heard about All About the Trees, right?
The same thing
So
happened with me. The
yes,
algorithm recommends because it know
yes,
it all stems. That's why when I found Teddy's channel and I found out the backstory of all the people, it tripped me out.
yes,
It tripped me out so bad. I'm like, oh my god,
yes. That's
my
how it
whole
goes.
algorithm has this deep dark past, and
Exactly. So then, like I said, and I don't come out the bushes. Like I've been seeing y'all for a while on panels, Essence and you, Knotty Love, for a long time. But I just be in the bushes. So I'm a huge bush baby. So, so then I see how Trees was kind of targeting the subscribers. They're like, oh yeah, you go over. Do you remember that? I don't know if y'all remember that, but I said, oh heck no, I don't want to be a part of that. So I ended up unsubscribing from Hear Her TV, All About the Cheese. No, like you're not about. If anybody's over there, y'all need to go flag them. Whoever's in there, her chat, like.
oh
So I'm like,
wow.
I don't want to be a part of that. So I unsubscribed, and I don't. And then also her. Oh, it's so much has happened to me, y'all. I just be in my vlogging corner, and they still will mess with me. So Trees has had a friend, her name was Roxanne. And I had reacted to a the Red Label, um, Red Label Live when Roxy was on there. When I say Trees' people was just, I wouldn't say like nobody could bully me online, but like just trolling. And then I said, but wait a minute, this is my channel. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to put on my channel. Like, when I say threats,
That
they
was the
started
one with her
coming.
daughter.
No, not that one.
Oh,
That was
okay.
the one when Roxanne and Trees stopped being friends.
That's before my time. I just got here in 2023, so.
Yeah. So all because I reacted. Oh yeah, we're gonna flag your channel. Oh, that's why
Mm.
your channel. But actually, my channel was demonetized. But anyway, so that's kind of how the whole point is. Like, you could just be minding your business, and they still come after you. It don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So I don't. Like I said, I give people a chance to see, and then I see like what type of content. I'm not interested in. You talk about the same person all the time. To me, yeah. So I don't know if I made any sense. Okay,
No, you did.
because
No,
I'm
you
like,
did. Basically, I learned that I don't have to necessarily do anything. They'll come after me for no reason.
exactly. Yep.
That sounds bullyish, but I'm just not worried about anybody. I
No,
mean,
no.
I don't feel like they're a threat to me per se because I came into this like, look, Nick, you your only competition. Period. The moment you let somebody else start to
Mm-hmm.
parallel and be in competition with you, I feel like I'm defeated myself because that's not my goal at all. You know, my goal is to build a brand, and to share my
Exactly.
lifestyle with my people and stuff like that. And either you could rock with it because I'd rather spend time with us growing businesses together.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
kind of where
yes.
my
It's
vibration goes.
positive.
Like if you, yeah, like it, like the knot. He made me so mad because like he has a whole brand. Like I could have been rocking one of his juice box t-shirts. He could have been rocking one of my turbans. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all about productivity and this little nitpicking beefing so you could sit online for 5-6 hours begging for cash apps for something to eat. Like that's just not me. I'm
Right.
all about growing the dollar and
Right.
making the dollar work for me.
No, yeah, I agree.
And I feel like Roxy, you're like a really good like warning story almost, because it seems like if you get into the territory of certain channels, that's when you have the problem. It's not more so like what your content is. It's just like if you're even like in the same vicinity, like YouTube vicinity as certain people. And I feel like that's what
Yes.
we're trying to avoid because they're toxic. It is really, really toxic. And I don't want anyone who is invested in making money on YouTube from that negativity around my channel. And I feel like
go ahead. Sorry.
I feel like Knotty's not like that. She's completely like I feel like we are on the same wavelength. We just want to do what we doing with our YouTube channels, and we might visit certain areas, but I feel like even visiting certain areas attracts the sharks to you. And that's what I'm kind of like battling
No.
with because it's annoying.
Actually, no, it doesn't even matter, girl. It don't even matter. It's just one of those things where when you put yourself out there on a public platform, it's a possibility that people are going to be keyboard gangsters, and they have a lot of mental issues within themselves that they're gonna just go out. They're trolls. There's a lot of trolls. So literally to the point like when people were at that time, my other page, people were like, why are they messing with you? Like you don't even do nothing to nobody, so it doesn't even matter. People with this one crazy girl, I forgot her name, something. She literally made a whole page about me, making fun of me. Like I don't even know. Like it is no profile picture, so it's one of those things that is not to say that it will happen to you, but you shouldn't let that stop you from starting the page, because you see YouTube, they literally, if you would see my channel, it's story times, vlogging. Literally, I don't really even do lives, even before my other page like that. So it's just one of those things. It's just there's trolls, there's bullies, there's people that are miserable. There are people that are not taking their mental health seriously and not going to therapy. Not and then surrounding themselves with the same people or whatever. So yeah, that's my 2
But
cents.
they're coming from a certain community, and that's the
No,
thing
that's
about it.
true. That's true
They're
too.
definitely coming from a specific community. They're all tied to a specific topic or conversation of discussion. They're all correlated. And for me, because I dip and dabble and may or may not like participate in a conversation or two, that makes me a target for for exactly what happened to you, for all those people to just come and harass me and be annoying. And I'm just like, no, like either A, I'm gonna wait until it dies out, B, I'm gonna go MIA and let y'all forget about me, or C, like I'm just this is not the app for me. Because and I don't feel like I'm stifling my own growth, because I personally, YouTube is not my number one social media. Actually, it's really not. I have other social medias that I prefer to use, but I feel like YouTubing is very therapeutic. It's fun. It's a way to do something with the day, to get yourself out there. And it's just sad that like I feel like I have to like be cautious, because there are freaking deranged individuals who feel like, oh, you said you understand this, you commented on that, and you know her. We about to send everybody and their grandmother to your channel to harass you. And I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Girl.
I don't have time, and I don't got no moderators on my channel.
Yeah.
So they really gonna eat me up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have no protection.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Essence, I think you can hold yourself down. Period.
Baby, I'm gonna do a little 1, 2, 3, 4 diversion tactic. They're gonna think they know which page I'm on, but they're gonna be on the wrong. I'm gonna have a decoy.
Oh, thank you, Akua.
I'm gonna make a decoy page.
Exactly. Hey, Shay B.
Thank you, Akua.
All right,
really
Shay B, have a good
appreciate
day. Hey, Feds. I miss you too, Feds. Where you been? See, I got people far and wide, okay?
Period.
I ain't
I
got
love that for
time
you.
to be dealing with these YouTube gangsters, okay? Like, it's enough for everybody to go around. Like, you want the Jaguar information? You got it. She's a bum anyway.
And it's not even about the. It's not. It's so funny because I think I feel like Jaguar is like the Trojan horse. That's like the big distraction. Like what we're supposed to think is the bread and butter of like that community, but it's really something deeper than that. Because if Roxy got attacked even before Jaguar, she got attacked for just
being myself.
just doing commentary. They don't, if they feel like they don't want you talking about something, they're gonna attack you. And for me, I feel like even though I'm not gonna be talking about anything remotely related, I still feel like because I come and visit sometimes, that makes me a target, you know?
I'm still going to talk about what I want, and that's how I move in life. Like, we got free speech for a reason, and I don't answer to nobody on YouTube. None of y'all sign my checks, none of that. None of y'all pay for my equipment, none of that. So you're not going to tell me that I cannot have an opinion on things, or I can't talk or support certain content. You just not. I'll do what I want. I just do what I want.
I get it, and I do what I
Love
want.
me or leave me alone.
I do what I want too, girl. I sincerely do. I just feel like
I'm just not going to let nobody have no power over everything that I worked hard for. You don't get to dictate where I go, what I say, how I'm supposed to react, how I'm supposed to feel about a certain situation. No, that's not what I signed up for with YouTube. And y'all doing all of this, and none of y'all own YouTube. Make it make sense to me. None of y'all.
And ain't nobody scared. Let me just put that out there. Ain't nobody scared. That's one thing I'm absolutely not. I am not scared. Y'all don't put no fear in my heart at all. I am though very cautious, and I am a very peaceful person. I love peace. Peace is my everything. I love it. I can't have anything. I can't have nothing like discarding my peace. So for me, I'm just moving with a little bit of caution. I'm just moving with a little bit of caution right now, as far as being a YouTuber, because I don't want them to get in the way of my peace. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna let this go on for 4 or 5 years, but I feel like for right now, I feel like me waiting it out is gonna be the best thing, because I know that something is afoot. Something is coming for everybody to
and I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But yeah, I just gotta stay on path and do what I do. Period. I'm gonna hold true to who I am. I'm a very loyal person by default. You understand? Like I'm just like that. And certain content creators I like because I like their point of views. Like, period. And I don't run my panel like, oh, you gotta agree with me. That's so asinine.
It is, and it's petty. It's petty. It's very petty. It's very like backwards. It's not conducive to a healthy conversation, and it's stupid. And that's why I don't want, no offense, none of those people around my channel. I don't want y'all over there. I don't want y'all visiting. I don't want y'all your subscriptions. I don't want none of them. Y'all are ignorant, okay? Anybody who can blindly follow anybody without feeling like they can disagree is a red flag for me. And unfortunately, a lot of the people who support mutual channels are like that.
Exactly. I got my little taste of it. Because I seen it brewing. I seen when it started, and I said, this person is the new target. Like, it's so obvious now. Like, they not even good at it.
A lot
of these be like, watch,
it's
gonna be.
I think so. A lot of these subs are scared. You saw what happened with Taylor and Hudson. No, I'm not saying they scared, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely saying what happened was very, 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 very telling. Like that could
They
have
was
never.
used as pawns. They was used as pawns in a bigger fish's game. And that's why it's important, like, you stand on what you believe. It like don't be on one panel saying one thing and then go into another panel saying another thing. See, that's why I pull up. I just pull up. If I got an
Same.
issue, I just
Same.
pull up to that person and I
Yeah.
deal with. I don't go from panel to panel
Mhm.
talking it. That shit is so high school. Like I just
Mhm.
pull up. Like, cause
Yup.
I ain't scared. We virtual. What you gonna do to me? Drop me?
Right.
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 Stop
And
me
then
from the
it's like
chat.
when you have the opportunity to stand 10 toes, you shaking in your boots because you was always a follower the whole time.
Yeah.
You
I
was
can't
never
see
your
your
own
link,
individual.
Roxy. You gotta
Mm-mm.
I don't know
I
what I'm
can't
doing
see it.
wrong.
Drop it again. Or send it in the back chat and I'll paste
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah, because I don't think it's working. It's not coming out as a.
It's probably because you're on the panel.
And it's really sad. Like I just feel
How
like
do you do this again?
how did I even end up in this part of YouTube?
Girl,
I blame the algorithm. I really do. The algorithm brought me here, and then when I found out that I blame Potomac. Let's go back in the circle, okay? As soon as I started watching Potomac, no, for real. As soon as I started watching Potomac, all the YouTubers that reviewed Potomac popped up on my YouTube, and it just so happened that all those YouTubers were in that all about the tea mess and all that doxing mess and all that harassing mess and all that nosy hole stuff. And I'm just like, dang, like really, YouTube, y'all don't have nothing that tells you like, all right, this person has been struck 84 times.
yes, the
Like they don't have
intertwines.
nothing. Like, why y'all promoting these channels that have a history of toxic behavior? Like, how many strikes do you have to have for YouTube to be like, we're not promoting you in the algorithm? I can't stand YouTube sometimes. That's who my problem. Like that's their problem. YouTube is problematic. They really are, and it's getting to the point where they're gonna have to do something about it because there ain't no way somebody should be posting videos. That video that got posted of the knot was crazy. Okay.
Or video.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And trust me, he's not my favorite person, but I didn't like that they did that to him. It's ridiculous.
What did
And it got posted through
Create
YouTube.
real beef with me. Don't post my. First of all, I looked at it as, and just the same way I look at Krishan Rock, they're young people trying to figure their life out. They didn't have very minimal guidance or whatever. So of course they made mistakes. Let me know how you was at 20, 21, 23. Let me know how you was, because
Right.
I know I was a hot mess and couldn't nobody tell me nothing.
We all were. We all were. But my thing is this, like, YouTube has to have some accountability here. Like like that link was used. That link was shared through a YouTube community wall. Like, and it was reported, and I just don't see the accountability. And I feel like YouTube is. I know that it's YouTube is just dropping the ball. I feel, and there's been, like I said, like I'm all over the YouTube streets. There's been people who cover content on Kim Kardashian. They've been demonetized because the powers that be can be like, hey, listen, like this girl is, allegedly covering, she exposing what I'm doing, like handle that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like especially when it comes to celebrities, YouTubers who solely cover celebrities and expose them. There's a lot of stuff that's being done on the back end to like punish, and I feel like if those people can be punished, why I can't punish other people?
Thank you, Knotty. I see yourself. Thank
I'm
you.
sick of YouTube.
Okay, you got it. Oh, we got a
Yeah,
guest.
I
We got a
see it.
guest. Hey, 12 Gang. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank
Hey,
you for
what's
coming
up?
out.
What's up, ladies? What's up?
Hi, Miss
Hey,
World.
hey,
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 Swerve
hey.
Gang.
I haven't really been on a panel in a long time, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm here now, and I just wanted to say, Nadia, I love your channel. And Essence, I love you, girl. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
How you doing,
Swerve.
Roxy? But
Hey,
I
I love
just
your hair. It's beautiful.
oh, thank you so much. I just wanted to say something. I would be remiss not to say it, but you know, I have been on YouTube for several years. I watch a lot of different like cooking and never really like no beef type stuff until, just a few years ago. But the one thing I did notice is that YouTube used to be tons of fun. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it seems like that fun aspect has kind of been removed almost. You know what I mean? It's almost like obsolete now. It's like a bunch of the doxing and different things like that. And you know, it's mentally exhausting,
Mhm.
and it's just, I don't know, it's just downright like diabolical to me now that so many people can engage in it and there's like no type of repercussion, no type of consequences behind it. I feel like YouTube should definitely hold people accountable if they have certain rules and community guidelines. I feel like they're definitely not doing their job, because the thing about it is, beefing is beefing, okay? It's entertaining, it brings views and all of that, but I just feel like, once it starts crossing over into people's real lives and starts affecting people in real life,
Right.
their family, their children, and stuff like that, then, that just becomes a crime, period.
Yes.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
I
And
agree.
I just feel like, in the beef sector in general, I feel like there's a lot of mental illness going on, a lot of
Yes.
unchecked mental
Yes. Yes.
illness, and
Yes.
people have used YouTube as an outlet,
Yes.
to basically just a bunch of mentally ill people, they pretty much just can have a free for all with no consequences. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
there's no way of really truly vetting that out. And because YouTube is not really doing, and I understand that this is an app with billions and billions of people on it, right?
Mhm.
However, that's still no excuse, for YouTube not to, crack down on, and especially if it's something that's a pattern or it's repetitive, there should be some type of red flags that are raised if there's certain instances and situations where people come up on the radar just way too much. Let's look into this and find out, what's going on, because some pretty serious, crimes and things are really being committed. Like I said, when it starts to affect people's real lives, you understand what I'm saying? Like you get
Mhm.
on the internet, and you don't think in a million years that somebody's going to be digging all up in your life. And that is an invasion of privacy, period. You know what I'm saying? When we get on this app, okay, we don't, I feel like if people want to show you their lives and they want to dig into their lives, so be it. But if a person wants to keep their life private, they should be able to. There's no reason why, people should just be able to just put people's lives out there. It's crazy to me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I just feel like, some type of intervention needs to happen as far as YouTube goes, and with how they are not really adhering to the rules that they put out. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
I
but
agree.
I love it here. Peace is very important. If you don't have your peace, you don't have anything. And like I
Yeah,
said,
I
even though
agree.
the beefing, may be entertaining and stuff like that, at the end of the day, with when it comes to me, I'm talking about me specifically, there's a limit to that. I can only
Yes.
I can
Yes.
only
I
take
agree.
so
Mm-hmm.
much. Once it starts to become heavy on my spirit, or
Mhm.
it starts to weigh on me and I start kind of feeling heavy, I'm shutting it
Mhm.
off, period. I'm
Mhm.
not I'm not about to delve into it where I'm just so consumed. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
it should be doing exactly what it is. It's the internet. It's not, it's not real life. It is real life, but then again, it's not.
It's
Okay. and
not.
everybody hollers that it's for entertainment purposes, but it's not entertaining to be doing such egregious things to people. And it's just become something that's so dark and ugly. That's why, I protect my peace, and I love going to channels that exude that, you know what I'm saying, and people that have that likeness and that same spirit. So I just wanted to say, Knotty, your channel is dope, girl. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I completely
Thank you,
understand.
Squirrel Gang.
No problem.
No, I appreciate y'all supporting. I appreciate y'all supporting. Like I had this vision, and it's just like I grapple with like how am I going to bring it to fruition? How am I going to do this? You know what I mean? Because I believe in my brand. I really, really do. But it's getting other people to believe in it. But I just like having conversation. Like I just feel like I'm on the phone with my girlfriends. I don't know about y'all.
Yes, me too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And and I think too, like I feel like with your channel, and I feel like there's one particular YouTuber who complains a lot about wanting to shift into the space that you're in, as far as just like having like a breath of fresh air. Like there's no messiness surrounding your name. There's no like negativity over here, and you don't have to pressure negativity, but they do, and they really want to get away from the negativity, and they can't figure out how to get away from it. And I feel like that's where you have a leg up. Like your channel hasn't been infected, and you as a person, or as a person who visits channels, it hasn't been infected, because you come and go at a nice pace. Like you're not always there, but when you come around, we know who you are, and we like hearing your thoughts and opinions. And I feel like once you get too involved with that community, it messes up your entire likeness on YouTube.
Absolutely, I agree.
It messes up
I don't.
everything about it.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think so?
I
I
don't
do,
know.
girl. Certain YouTubers is like they have.
I think if they feel like you're some sort of threat in any capacity, that's just good. They don't necessarily need a reason. You know what I mean? But
Right,
like
exactly.
if they see that you support a certain, they'll try to stay. It could be jealousy, because they may want my support to come over there. But I sit back and listen, and I could tell if somebody is just money driven, or if they really want to do the greater good for our community and for us as a people as a whole. You understand? And I'm real big on giving back and making sure I give back. That's what I do for a living and things like that. There's different. Look at my cousin. Hey, cousin, what you at work? Chilling. And I think it comes from where I come from, because I have a huge family. So I had to navigate different personalities all my life. You understand? Like,
but I think
and so
greed
that's
is a part of the problem too, though. Like greed, like a lot of these YouTubers, they'll let this. And when I say community, I'm talking about the toxic YouTube communities, like that Roxy. You mentioned a few names, right? That YouTube community. A lot of YouTubers, up and coming YouTubers, will let greed, like it's like selling your soul. I'm not gonna infect my brand new YouTube channel with toxicity just to get an audience. And that's something that Knotty fortunately didn't have to do and isn't doing at all. Like, you have your own channel, you come around, but they don't make or break your viewership at all. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers that have dipped their toe in the toxicity of that community, they're stuck in it. And for people like me, I'm not subscribing to you, because like Swirl said, that negativity, it becomes heavy. It becomes very, I don't know, it messes with you. Like for me, there's been times when I'm like, yo, I gotta take a detox. Like I have to take a YouTube detox. This is too much. And it's an addiction for a lot of and I'm speaking from a subscriber standpoint. It's an addiction for a lot of the subscribers. They're addicted to getting on the YouTube every day. And I'm guilty of that, because I work from home. I get on YouTube every day. But some of the subscribers are addicted to just knowing, like, all right, my favorite YouTuber is coming on. And even though they're wicked, evil, and disgusting, I have something to feed into. It's if you can avoid it, okay? And that's exactly what you do, Knotty. You
Yeah.
don't got none of that toxicity, none of it.
Essence, I completely and totally agree with you. It's very easy to get consumed with it.
Mhm.
You know, 1 minute, you know, you may have good intentions and you're watching it because come on now, it's like, you know, back in my day, it's like all my children are one life to live. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like you don't want to miss the next episode, you know, but you know, and then the next thing you know, you find yourself pretty much consumed because it's like clockwork. You
Yep.
know, it's like clockwork, but like you said, you have to be careful because like anything, it can become addictive, right? And
Yep.
so now you may find yourself in a whirlwind of damn, you know, the standards that I had or the person that I'm following that has certain standards has changed and I'm so consumed that not that I didn't notice, but fuck it. You know, excuse my language, but you know, now it's just
You look
you
away a little bit. Like,
you all in. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So we just have to be careful, you know, on an individual basis and conscientious of, you know, who we follow and because I don't really believe that everyone that follows a person that may be evil, wicked, or toxic, I don't believe that every one of them people are really wicked people. I just believe that some people are so caught up and they just don't want to turn it off at that point. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, it all comes back to self-awareness. And, you know, like I said, I'm a person that I am very adamant about protecting my peace. So there's only so much that I can really take before I have to tell myself, like, hey, okay, shut it off. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
you know, we just have to really be careful, like you said, Essence, because you know, not becoming muddied or dirty or things like that, you know, it's not as easy. How can I say it? It's
No,
easier
I feel
it's
you.
easier said than done. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's easier
Mhm.
said than done. And that's when we as individuals have to start getting some discipline, putting ourselves on a schedule, doing a detox, like you said, and different things like that, because it can become, you know, it's very easy to get caught up with the toxicity. So I just, you know, want to admonish everyone, you know, that if you see something turn and you know, that's just with anything, you see something going in a direction that you have not, you know, intended it to go. And if you're a person of integrity, you value your peace and stuff like that, you know, just start evaluating and step back, evaluate it, take some time and stuff like that. It's very important, you know.
You know, I never ever watch any of this. Like I don't watch any of the messy channels. I mostly watch vlogging channels, storytime channels, documentaries, and the only reason why I came across certain content creators that are messy is because they involved me. They called me at my name, they came to my chat, and so that's the only time I address it. And I do feel like if you constantly going to a page that's always cursing for example, cursing somebody out, bashing them, it's very toxic, it's very negativity. My opinion, I feel like there is something inside of you that makes you keep on going back, going up, keep going back for the same thing. Like, like I could see, like, okay,
Mhm.
I see what this channel is about. I see, they're blah blah whatever it's about or whatever. They're messy. They're this is not very a healthy space, but you still go back. So for me, that's how I feel, because what I try my best to put, what is it? Don't recommend this video, because I don't watch
Yes.
none of this stuff. Any of that. I don't watch any of Jag, anybody that talks about Jag. Now, I do support people that have talked about Jag, but I'll support their other content, just to support them. And, but for me, I don't watch any of this stuff. I don't. So I think you can, that's my opinion. It depends on you as a person, because I don't even.
Can I hinge off of that
Hey,
real quick?
Deborah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Of
I just
course.
wanted to say you had made a comment earlier that sometimes, pretty much, I guess you could say, just paraphrasing what you said, that sometimes it can find you, right? So I'm saying that to say, I do believe that, you can have a clean channel or whatever, and let's say you just happen to do a reaction to someone that may have been in a beef or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you find yourself a target or something like that. So I agree with what you said as far as, you could have a
Yeah.
clean channel. And
Yep.
just a perfect example this morning when Knotty was saying that, and I didn't even know that yesterday, she had some trolls or whatever. So, guilty by association and things like that.
And I feel like too, like to Roxy's first point, like it is a level of self-awareness that we as subscribers have to have for what we're consuming. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to do like for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, listen, I do have my favorite YouTubers. However, what are they talking about? How often do they talk about it? And how does it affect me when I'm not watching them? And there is certain content that I feel like is, triggering or just negative. So I've been actively trying to like cut back on consuming even my favorite YouTubers content. And I feel like it is a lot of self-awareness per subscriber that we all have to have, because like you said before, a lot of mental illness, also addiction. I would say addiction in the point where like you get addicted to getting up every day, getting on YouTube, and your favorite YouTuber is gonna come on, and even if it's toxic, you're gonna watch it because you're addicted to it. So I feel like there's a lot of self-awareness that we all have to have, and I agree with you, Roxy, on that part. Like we have to be accountable to ourselves, to what we
Yes.
consume. And
Exactly. And I think I do have a healthy YouTube family.
You do.
You
I
guys
mean,
see me
I say you do.
kind of coordinate with them, and we all pull each other up. And I have those panels so that you guys to see that it's not always unhealthy, because I love the panels that I can grow and gain information from, so I could grow as a person, not something that's going to keep me stuck and make me feel miserable. And it's just it took some time, but I had to do a good vetting process. But guess what? We still all in it together. We still support each other together. And I just really feel like I developed a healthy network, especially of women that support me. And I think that's what keeps me sane in all of this. It keeps me balanced, like, because I know I could be over here and we can have a fun and laugh and have a good time. Like, trust me, on Friday nights, Lola Lane, they have their drag session, but it's all in good fun. It's all respectful, right? We really just laughing.
And it's
and
not all
having
the time.
exactly. And it's not like trying to tear another person apart. It's just making jokes. You know how we used to
Yeah.
hike on each other and stuff. It's like that. It's not malicious or whatever. And then you got your other areas where they just negative. But I just try to surround myself with healthy content creator that have like minds like me.
Yes.
Absolutely. You're doing a good job, sis. You're going to take off.
I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to, me too. Like as a subscriber, I'm just trying to wean myself off of feeling like I have to tune in to whomever. That
You
goes for
don't.
anybody. Yeah, like, but like I said, it can become a part of your daily activities because you do it every day. It's like an addiction almost. So I've just been like, all right, like maybe I could miss a live today, or go to the gym and maybe catch it afterwards. Like little things like that, because that's the reason why all this toxicity got the way that it is. If certain people didn't have a following or they didn't have subscribers that were loyal, they wouldn't be able to continue their toxic ways. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have a purpose. So I feel like the subscribers need to be more, their moral compass needs to be a lot better, okay? Because
Exactly. Doris, my cousin said, "Thank you, ladies. Y'all helped me this morning. I love it." Exactly. And that's my
Aw.
purpose. I remember one time I took y'all on a workout with me, and hear her, she said, "Girl, you made me get up." I said, "That was the
oh, I
purpose."
love it.
Yes.
That's the purpose. Like if I can help somebody get up and motivate and have just a better day, then my job is done.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
Absolutely.
I want to be influential. I want to be able to encourage. I want to be able to uplift people. That's my whole thing. And I just think that whole beef and stuff is just very divisive. And we have enough that we're fighting against as a people, as a whole,
Yes,
as Black women,
absolutely.
as Black men. We have so many things to divide us. At what point do we come together? And I want to be a part
Absolutely.
of the coming together part.
Well,
Period. I want to be a part of the coming together.
there's a lot of things that we as the Black community consume on a weekly basis that are just divided, that are just designed to keep us where we are. And that's why I'm boycotting Potomac. Like it's not helpful. Where at what point in time do you say like this is not helpful to me as a person, and it's definitely not helpful to the Black community? Y'all are a Black show full of different varieties of Black women, but there's no point of education anywhere inside of it. And I understand it's a reality TV show, it's supposed to be entertaining, but at a certain amount of time, it's our job to stop tuning into stuff that's not helpful. And I feel like all the YouTubers who review it, and I'm not saying don't review, I'm just saying like it's up to us to kind of like feed that dialogue into it. When you know, I just feel like in general the Black community is in a space where it's gonna continue to be dumb and stupid because there's not enough people saying like this is dumb and stupid. You know, whatever.
I say it. When I talk about them shows, I give my
Mhm.
honest review. And I think that I said it about this little fake mistress that they brought out. I feel like them green-eyed bandits is behind it. And the reason why I'm going to watch it so I could drag them. Because they did all of that deflect so they don't have to tell their real story. And I feel like they real calculated so far as of episode 1. But Candace dealt with them. She packed them all the way up. At the end of the day, you know, how you gonna put out this fake mistress, but you don't hold your man accountable for paying for hotel rooms for other women and going to get manicures with other women?
But
make it make sense. So for that essence, I'm going to drag that.
But you need to be dragging Candace too. You need to be dragging Candace too because when they first child, please, y'all need to be dragging Candace too because she let them play with her marriage. Period. Ain't nobody told you to ever make them feel comfortable enough like they could not only get you and your man once, but get you and your man twice. You're the problem. Ain't nobody told you.
They've been trying to get her.
No.
But let me tell you, last season I was proud of Candace because Candace used to let them drive her. No, she used to let them control her emotions. And she was very explosive as a result of that. She must have did some therapy or something because she held it together. She held that tongue and she held those Twitter fingers. Period. And this is my thing. If it's not true, I'm not feeding into it. If you just putting out lies and false narratives, I'm not feeding into it. And I like the way her and Chris handled those green-eyed bandits on the reunion this last season.
Let me go ahead and drop a link in the chat.
Giselle tried to drive this narrative to the point where she had Chris almost lose his job, girl, for her accusations.
Now let me ask you this, Knotty. With that being the case, why did Candace make up with Giselle and Robin at the end of the season?
I just think Candace want to belong. She want to belong to the crew, but she ain't never going to belong.
At what point in time do we hold her accountable for that? I'm not going to keep villainizing Giselle and Robin for being disgusting. I'm going to start looking at you, Candace, for being a pick-me. You want to be friends so badly with these light-skinned females or whatever is driving you to feel like they're the end all be all of life, that you allowed them to literally, like you said, almost drive your husband to losing his profession, to at the end of the day hug and kiss, and you would never be able to speak to me. You would be dust.
I know, but at the end of the day, yeah, but people are two-faced all the time, right? So maybe she was just because these are her colleagues. They gotta work together. But I think she got it together. She realized who they was, and she not messing with them.
Okay.
Excuse me, ladies.
Have
I
a
gotta
good day,
run.
Roxy.
I gotta run.
Yeah, I'm
But
about to end the show
Knotty, thank
anyway.
you so
Yeah.
much for having me on your panel. I appreciate it. And
Always.
Essence,
You're
you know I
always
love you, girl.
welcome.
All right.
Miss you,
Have a good one.
I know we
Bye.
love Essence. Look, me and Essence is having a battle. Okay, we
Look,
gonna
Knotty, I'm
see.
sorry.
We gonna see.
I'm sorry, Knotty, because
I
I'm
love
not
it.
here for Candace. I'm not here for Candace. I'm sorry.
I get it. I get it. Cause trust me, I ain't like Candace at first either.
No,
I ain't
I'm
like
talking
Candace
about
at
right
first.
now.
But this,
I'm gonna see if I could find just the real quick before you close out. If I could find the clip of the finale of last season where they were at a party. I don't know whose party it was, and Candace went out of her way to give Giselle a hug. Candace went out of her way to let Giselle know that everything was good. And it's like, girl, they tried to say your husband touched somebody inappropriately. Like, are you really that much of a pick me? The answer
But then
is
I
pretty
think
much yes.
things changed on the reunion.
Girl, the things they should have never unchanged.
They shouldn't have got. You right. They shouldn't have never got that close. Like once a person show you who they are, believe them.
I'm telling you,
So
Candace, she might suffer from self-hate. She might. And that's the reality of Potomac. Potomac is a great show that showcases the deep-rooted self-hate issues that we have within the Black community. And unfortunately, it's time to move the heck on. If you're brown, that's fine. Black is
Jinx
beautiful.
says, Bravo and production says this is the type of content women want to see. No, I want to see them push their businesses. That's what I want to see. I want to see the latest fashion. That's why I watched the Housewives back in the day. I'm not as consistent as I used to be, but I used to watch for the latest fashion and stuff like that. The latest drinks, the latest food, everything. Like that's why I used to watch. It's just turning into all this extra fake storyline stuff, and I'm over it. Like I want to see people real lives.
Potomac is problematic. It really is. And the fact that the majority of the YouTubers that review it don't even try to analyze the issues that are just so prevalent between those groups of Black women. It bothers me. It really does. It's really sad.
Let me ask you a question, Essence. Do you think it's the same situation in Atlanta too?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Potomac is a whole Potomac could literally be used in a unit and like a I know like some schools have like classes like I didn't take this is like classes like that talk about like Black society and stuff. What is it called? You know those classes, and it's like
Look at Jinx. I co-wrote that boycott of Bravo. Oh, and NBC for this very reason and more. Wow.
What's she saying?
Jinx, she said, I co-wrote the boycott of Bravo and NBC for this very reason and more.
Yay. Good.
Reality TV is always going to be messy. Reality TV is always going to be messy. But it just gotten so fake. Like my favorite season of Love and Hip Hop New York was the first season with Chrissy, Jim Jones. Because that's when people were authentic. And from there it got fake. But Jim Jones and Chrissy exposed it right away.
Oh, African American Studies. That's what it's called.
Oh, African American Studies.
I feel like Potomac could be used in an Afro American Studies class to show how like colorism and self-hate stemming back to slavery still affects the Black community today. For like it's really sad. It's sad and it's bigger than it's just being messy. It's bigger than storylines. It's really a lot of like interrelated issues that are just being shown that I see as a darker skinned woman. I grew up being teased for being brown. I grew up for being teased about my hair or whatever. And I feel like Candace is putting Giselle and Robin and even Ashley in a space of, well, let me kind of like be abused a little bit because I feel like I want them to love me, accept me, and I want to be a part of their group. And you don't have to be like that. You don't have. That's the way
you
I
just gotta be
see Candace.
yourself.
I think Candace might suffer from self-hate, and I feel sad for her. I really do. And Potomac is problematic, and I just can't get into it. I can't. It's just it's y'all. I'm sorry. I just can't.
It's all a big competition of who can be the biggest star at the end of the day. But I just want to drag the Green Eye Bandits, I guess. I just don't even like them.
No, I feel that.
Like
Now
I felt like they beat us for so many seasons with no storylines and not really telling us about their real life. You understand? But all up in everybody else's business. I have a problem with that. Because you got your own business. Spill your own tea. Why you all up in somebody else's trying to tear their marriage and stuff down?
Because they hiding. And that's the thing. Pretty privilege plays a big part of it. Pretty privilege is when one person can get away with something else, but the other one can't. You think that Wendy and Candace could get away with that? Absolutely not. It's pretty.
I think that should be a panel. I
Yeah,
think that should be a
privilege.
panel
All over Potomac.
Not just pretty privilege in general, because that goes across all boards. It affects not only reality TV, the music industry, and Hollywood. Okay, pretty privilege. I think that'll be a good platform. Candace is a spoiled. Yeah, she is spoiled and overindulged female. And you write about the Green Eye Bandits. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like Candace, she got her way about her. She really do. She got her way about her. I think her mom provided everything to her. Okay, and she is spoiled brat.
I think I'm gonna do a video.
Oh, she said I'll never like them two gizzards. The gizzards and the Robert.
But it's the people. No, for real, because even Wendy did it. It's like Wendy, like when Mia hit her in the face with the drink, and they all attacked her husband. Why you want to be? I feel like dark-skinned women are afraid to pay light-skinned women dust. There, I said it. Okay?
Not me.
Not me either, girl. Not me either. But did you be look? You'll be surprised. I feel like a lot of dark-skinned women are very insecure, and that's okay. We've been groomed to be like that. I've been teased and bullied all my life for just simply being brown with brown features and brown hair, and you grow up feeling like something's wrong with you and you're not beautiful. And then I feel like when you get to a point, like for example, Dr. Osefo, when you get to a point where you're highly successful, very beautiful, healthy family, you still feel like you're inferior because of the way you were treated as a young person. And it's time for us as Black women to get away from that. It's time for us to shed that and move forward. And that's why I'm saying Potomac is very problematic, because I feel like between Candace and Wendy, it's still like perpetuating that light-skinned women are the end-all be-all of society, and they're really not. Giselle, you have no man, you're middle-aged, allegedly renting a man. Robin, you allegedly are using Juan as a beard, okay? You like y'all are a hot mess. I don't know who told y'all that y'all were like creme de la creme. But y'all are not. Y'all are literally a hot mess. And for Wendy to be as successful as she is, and for Candace to be as privileged as she is, y'all take a bended knee. Because why? Because you're brown skin. You're brown and you're insecure. And that's what I see when I watch Potomac. I can't stomach it anymore. Like it's very problematic to the Black community. And if I do make any content on Potomac, it's going to be exactly about what I'm saying right now, because it's not good for us.
It's not. Hey, AT2, thank you for joining. Make sure y'all go over to his channel and subscribe. But for sure, and that's why it needs to be more of us promoting and honoring one another instead of tearing each other down. It doesn't have to be a competition. It doesn't have to be a competition. But us as brown skin girls, we got to stand in our beauty and own it. Because I too dealt with a lot of colorism within my own family.
Yes.
You understand? And it took for me to build up my self-confidence and know that I was beautiful as a person, inside and out. I had to stand in that. But guess what? Just because that happened to me, that doesn't give me the right to project that meanness onto somebody else. What my job is and what my purpose is to uplift my sister, light skin, dark skin, caramel skin, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're beautiful women as a whole. And I remember my dad validated me. He got me this beautiful artwork. It was called The Beauty of Color. And it was women of all shades of color, period. And that just told me what I needed to do for my community, for my sisters, like to always make sure I'm uplifting my sisters and not tearing them down.
Well, unfortunately, Potomac is the opposite of your mission. Okay. And it's very microaggressive. It's very microaggressive. It's really sad. And I just feel like at what point in time do we say as a people, like, all right, like, no, girl, this is like, you know what it's propaganda almost out of sense, but it's not propaganda because there still are a lot of Black women, darker skinned women who feel inferior. And I feel like I just can't watch it. I just can't watch it.
And guess what? It's our job, Essence, to lead by example. And it starts with one person at a time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We can't change the world, but it starts with us and protruding the proper energy out there and changing that narrative of it doesn't have to be, oh, because you're light skinned, you're better than me. It's up to us to not perpetuate those stereotypes that were indoctrinated into our community, going back to the transatlantic slave trade, which is worldwide. So I say I'm going to lead by example and I'm going to do better.
Yeah, me too. And shout out to Naomi Campbell. Shout out to Kelly Rowland. You know, shout out to all the beautiful dark-skinned women that I got to see as a child growing up. Because if it wasn't for that small inkling of representation, I would have never known I was beautiful. And that's just 100% real. I can think of Kelly Rowland and I could think of Naomi Campbell off the back of my hand. Also Tony from Girlfriends. Like, you know, there's a lot of Whoopi Goldberg. You know, there's a lot of different like
Tyson.
Yep. But I'm just saying, I mean, and see, Whoopi Goldberg wouldn't be considered conventionally attractive. I'm talking about like the dark skinned women that were treated like they were beautiful, and it was only a few, but those few helped me to see that I you know that there is hope. Because imagine if those people didn't exist. Child, please.
But they paved the way for us, Essence, for us to feel beautiful and validate us. You know, even though Gabrielle Union was a trip.
Oh yes, Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle Union, dark skin sister that I loved her on the screen. Living Single had women of all different shades, all different sizes. That's why I forever love that show. You know, Girlfriends is another one.
Yes, Grace Jones.
I used to like Eve's show back in the day, the rapper Eve, when she had her show, you know, girlfriends from all different backgrounds coming together to build the business. I love the concept. Yes, Grace Jones too. Okay.
Iman
celebrated women of all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Iman, yes, Iman is another great one. So like it's so many, like people have worked so hard to change that narrative. I don't want to sit and dwell on it. Yes, Potomac is a definite case of the colorism and things like that. And they tried to stuff that underneath the rug, that whole conversation. But we see it. We see it's there.
What? I can't remember, and I might have to go back. But why did they even have that colorism conversation? What happened?
Because the fans were saying like it's a lot of colorism. They seen the divide between Candace and Wendy Osefo against the Green Eye Bandits.
Okay.
Ruby Davis. I'm gonna drop the link. We're gonna stay up here just for a few more minutes, and then I gotta close out because I gotta get ready for a meeting because the plantation is calling me. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And I've been over here. I think I am.
No, but I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate your point of view, Essence. Like you always challenge me, and I love it. I love the challenge.
I'm gonna definitely talk about it more because I'm over it. And I do want to say shout out to Sinitra. She is a YouTuber who does cover Potomac, and she does speak up on it. So I don't want to pretend like these are like 100% original thoughts. She did kind of help me to realize that show was problematic. So I do want to just say that she is one of many YouTubers who cover Potomac, but she's like the only one who talks about like the pick me isms of Wendy and Candace. And I think Wendy is kind of over her pick me era. I think she is. But Candace,
yeah.
I don't know about Candace now. She's just a little.
Hey, Curves. I know this is your favorite
Hey,
topic.
I
Curves,
know,
let me
right?
introduce you to Essence. Essence, this
Hi,
is my friend
Curves.
Logic Curves.
Hey,
She
what's
has a
good?
channel. Love her channel.
Yes, I'm familiar with Miss Curves.
Yeah, and I always talk about the
Hey.
colorism too. Like that's the whole reason I started my channel was because to address the things on Bravo that were triggering me as a viewer, which had a lot to do with colorism and their racist tendencies always showing, and their harboring of people that are either convicts, have cases pending, or harbor racist tendencies. They love it. They love it. And so like I spend a lot of my time dissecting that over there. But for me, I just feel like I love last night. I like how Karen came to the other side because she was part of the problem in previous seasons as far as the colorism in Potomac. And but I feel like she is making amends by specifically getting with Candace and Wendy this time. Um and I feel like that's a good place for them. I don't know what you guys are talking about as far as pick me for Wendy and Candace. I feel like the biggest pick me in Potomac is Giselle and Robin and Ashley, actually.
Yes.
I mean, the people that are picking the hardest literally have no husbands, no storylines, or anything. At least if Candace is picking anything, it's picking up the slack of the non storylines of the other women, along with her good sister Wendy. So, yeah, I don't know, but that's why I love these YouTube streets because we all got these perceptions based off of our realities that, you know, when we look at these shows, we identify based off of that. So to me, they're not the pick me's of the show. I love the intervention.
I didn't see
With
it yet. I don't want to watch it. I'm sorry. Like I can't. Like I just don't trust. I just don't trust this season. I just don't trust this season to be educational. And when I say educational, I feel like I need Wendy and Candace to be a positive role model for darker skinned women who are navigating friend groups with light skinned women. Let's be honest. A lot of dark skinned women automatically take second fiddle because they feel like that's where they're supposed to be. And I'm not in the business of consuming content that makes me feel like that's the way life is supposed to be. Because in my opinion, the heck with y'all, okay? Because me and my man and my kids and my degrees and my money and my body, yada yada, we gonna make y'all feel some type of way every single time. And I'm not getting that energy from the darker skinned women on Potomac. So that's why I personally don't want to watch it. But maybe there'll be a shift this season. I don't know.
I don't know. That's so why do you feel like if you don't mind me asking, why would you feel like Candace and Wendy specifically need to do more than the other ladies?
When you say do more, what do you mean?
Well, that's just what I interpreted you to say. Like you want them to show a good role model to dark-skinned Black women on how to engage light-skinned women. Is that what I'm hearing you say? And why is it their responsibility to pick up any goodness? Why isn't it the light-skinned ladies' responsibility to not act like such bitches?
Okay, so for me, it's not about how you treat me, it's about the way I react to how you treat me. That's the way I see it. Some people see the glass half full, some people see it half empty. I see things as the way I react versus the way what you did to me, right? So, for example, for them to when Wendy first got her body done and they picked on her and they made it such a big deal, and then they turned around and did all that stuff with her husband, and then when Mia threw the drink in her face and they piled around Mia, why did Wendy feel like she needed to forgive them so freely, or just to make them feel like, oh, I'm not holding you to the fire anymore? That's what I see.
That's
Oh.
what I see. I'm just like, the way you react to the abuse that you have faced from these women is very peculiar to me because it's wrong. So what is it within you that makes you feel like you have to bend a knee and be cordial with them? Give them dust. Give them dust. And that's the type of representation that I'm looking for as a dark-skinned woman and who has been, let's be honest, Knotty. Sometimes we get treated like second-class citizens. Maybe not now. The times are changing. Times are changing. But I know for me, like in high school and stuff like that, it's just like you're just not the person that people are looking at. You know what I'm
Aw.
saying? And no, it's okay. I mean, and I don't feel like this is
No,
me.
I feel what you're saying. I mean, I was fat and light skinned. Well, not full on light skin, but I'm a brown skinned girl. I'm not dark or light. My mom is very, very light. My husband's very dark. But I feel what you're saying. Like we all have our invisible moments. For me, I feel like I actually give Wendy kudos on that. I give Garcelle even I gave kudos on that, but it ended up being to her detriment with her son. But I'm all about if you make it to be a Black woman of any shade on these TV shows, if you can navigate not playing into stereotypes that are harmful en masse for our people. Case in point, the angry Black woman, very harmful stereotype because it limits our range of emotion. It capsulizes us basically as what they say we are. They're not allowing us our full breadth. Like you get to go from anger to confusion to whatever. We always get stopped on anger. So I kind of feel like some of these melanated reality stars are navigating that particular stereotype very carefully so that they are not constantly just cast as, oh, she's angry, oh, she's this. Because once you're cast as one stereotype on this show, for some people, that's all it takes. That's your whole existence after that, regardless of your degrees or whatever. So she came in hot on her degrees. She's educated. She obviously doesn't have to react the way that, you know, people without 4 degrees act. Her critical thinking could kick in a way where she's allowing the imbecile to be a full imbecile without it having to take away from her queendom. Therefore, she wouldn't necessarily react the same way that someone who's not so quick to care about that type of stereotype. I feel like she navigated it the way she needed to on the show. They would still be harping on her. Oh, she can't even da 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 da. They would tear her down even longer if she had engaged in any stereotypical way, is what I'm thinking.
Well,
Same thing.
Okay.
That's just my perception. Like, I feel like it's really good to navigate not playing into stereotypes. And if you could do anything to upset the algorithm and make us come out looking like, oh, or we have any one person in the whole world be like, oh, well, she didn't get angry. That's strange. Don't they usually all get angry? I mean, it's that simple to start changing the thought of what's expected by us en masse.
All right. Well, in conclusion, because I know Knotty gotta go, I want to say this. I didn't expect Wendy to be angry. Actually, I expected a whole lot of passive aggressiveness in the air of unbothered to be thrown towards the Green Eye Bandit. Okay. Pay them dust. They are dust. They're literally beneath you. Why can't you see your own potential to the point where you don't need to forgive them? They hurt you. They did something wrong to you. Why is there a bended knee needed to be taken? I wanted her to be so passive aggressive that it got under their skin because they're not used to it. That's the kind of representation I'm looking for. And lastly, I think I feel like your synopsis kind of proved my point just a little bit that people can't even see that Wendy deserves to give them dust. People don't even understand that her being completely when Mia threw that drink in Wendy's face and Giselle literally said, I'm gonna go be with Mia and da 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 da. She should have never, ever, 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 ever gave them the time of day ever again. I didn't say she had to yell. She didn't have to scream. She didn't have to act out. But she should have held herself to a higher pedestal to where she didn't feel like she needed. And I know it's a show, but they did it to Candace. They iced Candace out. They iced the other girl out. So I just feel like the way dark skinned women navigate being treated unfairly is not being represented properly on Potomac. And that's just how I feel. That's just because if it was me, girl, bye. You couldn't. You remember? They got mad because Wendy and Candace were not like engaging with them. Like they almost threw a fit.
But when the people don't engage, then that turns into, well, why are they on the show? And Well, they don't need to be around us. They're not engaging. And it turns into a whole other thing. I kind of feel like, I don't know. But
they did it to Wendy.
To me, part of the charm of these shows is that thing where ladies are like, well, let's just move on. They're not really over it. They're just moving on for the show's sake because you're at work with your colleagues and you can't just keep on having a toxic work relationship.
I'm going to do a live. I think so. I think so because I feel like they did it when they did it to Wendy, when they iced out Wendy. Remember, there was the whole, remember Robin did the whole family day and didn't invite, like it was okay. It's a problem when I do it, but it's okay when you do it. Why? Colorism. Let's be honest.
Right. Well, that is definitely colorism. That is.
It was okay when they iced Wendy out and they didn't invite her to stuff.
No, it wasn't okay though. But
I know it wasn't okay
because of the colorism. It wasn't
okay. Side-eyed. It wasn't a topic.
Nothing. It wasn't even thought of twice. Okay. You're totally right.
Right.
Totally right. So that specific thing, like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Totally.
And it's like that all year round, 365.
Well, and even for how much they're going in, they're being all soft with Robin, sitting her down away from the other ladies who have every right to go in on her. They're having an intervention without everybody, but they would have had an intervention for Candace with everybody and the cameraman. So, and they would have had an intervention for Happy Eddie with Sesame Street Crew and everybody that didn't matter. So that was very, that's another colorism thing.
I thought they were coddling. I thought they were coddling her, to be quite honest.
Yeah, that wasn't an intervention. They should have just had a slap-a-vision. And they should have just all took turns. Like, remember that scene on Airplane where the lady's hysterical and the whole plane lines up to slap her? Like, yeah, that's where Robin is.
It's light skin privilege, and that's exactly.
And let's not forget, Robin gets a pass, like, because she really gangster on the DL. Okay, she's really aggressive, but it's okay for her to do it. But when like Candace and the whole Monique situation went down, they were holding her to the fire. Like, it's just a double standard for me.
When Robin pulled out the speaker last year, that was freaking high key aggressive and high key colorist for her to be like taking the side of the assaulter against the victim, telling her to just shut up and take it or fight. Like, that was disgusting behavior. And I'm also glad that the disgusting behavior is clearly rested on that person instead of being transferred at all to Wendy.
Well, then in closing, Ms. Curves, with all that being obvious as day last season, why on earth would Candace forgive Robin and Giselle to a point where she said, no, like she assured them, like, no, we're good. Like, you don't gotta, like, girl, the audacity of you.
Do you think any of it is her playing chess? Do you think any of it is her just letting this go for the bigger picture?
Absolutely not.
And I feel like she's playing some chess.
I kind of do too. I kind of do too, because she's not a stupid woman. She's not stupid,
and she's in politics. So great gaslighting.
Candace is a pick me, and she's been one. How many seasons of pick me isms are we gonna allow before we just? All right, you and Knotty, you and Knotty, Miss Curves. I'm holding both of y'all. This is gonna be the last season where y'all give Candace a pass for being a pick me.
But then we'd have to agree on her being a pick me, and so that's.
When we see the evidence of
Ooh,
it,
Jinx, happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Jinx.
birthday
Enjoy.
to you. Is he a what is he? He's a Sagittarius?
I think Jinx is a
Jinx,
lady.
yeah, Jinx, she's
Oh, the 21st is the
Scorpio.
Scorpio still, yeah. So Scorpio season. My husband's a
Oh,
Scorpio
matter of fact,
too.
today's my dad's birthday. Rest in heaven,
Oh,
daddy.
shout out.
It's the
Happy
6th.
heavenly birthday.
Yes.
Scorpio's in the house.
I just realized it was the 6th. Yes. It's my
Aw.
dad's
Right on.
birthday.
Yeah, like I don't think
Curves
she would pick me though. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own perception.
And y'all already know what type of platform. Yes, Jinx is a story. Y'all already know. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but Essence, me and Curves are gonna watch and we're gonna see how it all plays out, and we'll report it back to you.
Okay, y'all. I'm trusting you. Y'all gonna be my eyes and ears because I can't. I might tune in mid-season, maybe.
Look, that's how I feel about freaking RHOA. I watched 2 episodes last season because I've been off in them ever since they treated Nene the way they treated Nene.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that to me is like all the pick-me's on RHOA are apparent because they let the whole girl out. But so I haven't watched that show in forever. But yeah, we'll let you know how this Real Housewives of Potomac goes.
Right now, I'm not playing with Candace. I'm not. Because after Giselle,
All right, Essence, what day do you want to do our basketball wives review this week?
we could do it tomorrow.
You want to do it tomorrow?
Because
all right.
watch
So
it
then,
on
is it
Peacock.
better if we come on in the evening for that?
I like the daytime. I just have to remember to come
You
on.
like the
That's
daytime?
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we'll do it tomorrow because I gotta watch this week's episodes. So we'll go
Emmanuel
from there.
keeps
But
trying to make
I'm
me
proud
watch.
of Megan the way she's pivoting.
Girl, I can't wait to
Well,
talk.
Orlando is juicy.
It is very juicy.
I can't. Ever since and that I don't watch Basketball Wives because they never resolved anything with OG.
Well,
Now,
it's a
that's
different
a cast
cast.
that's
It's
a cast that doesn't deserve any nothing. I don't care if you think Jackie Christie is funny as heck or not, or if you want to hear Vanessa Ryder cuss out Evelyn. That entire cast deserves 0 checks because of how they treated OG. Period.
Thanks. Well, ladies, I appreciate you joining me. This is great. This is what I'm talking about. Great, healthy conversation. We don't necessarily have to agree, but we disagreed in a healthy manner. And we're here to be the examples. And we're getting away from perpetuating stereotypes. All right.
Yeah,
just because that's what it is, that don't mean that's the way we have to walk.
Exactly. I appreciate
Any
that.
closing thoughts?
No, just like one thing I do love ending with is after all the criticism and gossip of the ladies of whatever shows or that we partake of, just thanking them for their entertainment and sharing whatever reality was of their life. Like, really, I am thankful for that.
I love it. Essence, do you have any closing thoughts? Love
Black
your point
viewers,
of view.
Black viewers, stay woke. Stay woke. Okay.
Stay woke, and we're here for it. All right, ladies.
Not if you're in Florida, be careful.
Florida's dangerous.
They're dangerous if you woke in Florida. Sleepwalk only.
I was not sleepwalk. Well, I mean, with these reality TV shows, stay woke. Just think about it from a different perspective, because not everybody can see the underlining things that we're ingesting. Not everyone sees it, but I see it. Well, I think I see it.
I see it, but I also feel like attention is the new currency, and gaslighting and clout chasing is at an all-time high. And when these shows come out, it is their job to put out all this beef, this gossip, this drama, so that people will tune into the show. It's all a game for the algorithm. It's all about control of the algorithm. That's why you see lackluster stars like Blueface blowing up, Krishan Rock, and stuff like that. And that's why they're willing to share so much with the world, because guess what? That's going to bring attention to their brand, and it's just going to bring them more money. So it's up to you to make your own choice as to what you're willing to consume.
Right.
It's your choice. All right, ladies, and on that night, I think that's a good place to end the show. I appreciate all of you joining me today. Happy birthday, Jinx, out there.
HBD.
All right, we got into a array of topics. It's afternoon now. All right, Kurz. I'll see you in these streets.
Yes, for sure. See you later, you guys.
All
Bye,
right,
Knotty
make sure
Krew.
you bye. Make sure you go over to Larger Curves and subscribe. We always have a good time over there at her channel. Also, AT2, I always have fun over there. Thank you for stopping by, King. And I appreciate all my kings and queens for joining me for this discussion. And thank you for coming up here, you guys, coming out the bushes. And I'm forever grateful for you guys' support. You understand? I'm just not one of those. I wouldn't be anything without you guys helping me get along in this journey. And I'm forever, ever grateful. So please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button. Share my content on all your different social media platforms. And for the last time, to all my haters.
And I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. All right. Y'all keep the wheels turning over here too. And I embrace my haters. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, Knotty Krew, I'm out. 1.